All right, Steve. Today would be my mom's 70th birthday. So in honor of that.
Are you serious? Because today's my mom's birthday.
Why are you
What a coincidence.
Why are you trying to top?
Don't you think it's a coincidence? It's like we were made to do a show together.
There's nothing to do. I don't care about. I made this clear. No, so now we want to talk about your mom.
No, I just thought it was a coincidence.
Which is it? Do you want to scrub that or no?
No, we don't have to scrub it.
I don't care about your mom's birthday. It's my mom. She's dead. It's her 70th birthday today.
I'll get out of your way.
Jesus. How old's your dumb mom today?
60.
Oh, it's her 60th birthday. Well, congratulations, Glenda. Wonderful. What'd you get her?
We did the weekend.
What did you get her?
I got her actually wines. We did a weekend up in Maine.
You didn't buy her anything. You didn't buy her a fucking thing.
We did the Airbnb. It was very nice.
So you didn't do the wines then?
Yes, Airbnb and a wine tasting.
You didn't buy her wine?
I did.
A bottle of wine?
We had actually 8.
You bought her 8 bottles of wine?
Yeah, the whole family.
You bought her no.
The whole family did a wine tasting.
You're just dodging this like crazy. So you didn't think of this and buy her something considerate?
Yes, we did. We went through Meridians up in central Maine, and we had the guy curate a wine tasting for us. He wrote out little nice descriptions and everything.
Okay, good, wonderful. Call my mom's cell phone number. I want to see if anybody has it now. I'm going to tell this person that they're carrying the phone that it was my mom who was dead who would be 70 today, and your mom is 60 today, which pisses me off. She should switch her birthday. 617, pay attention, Tim, 842-6117. Trying to fuck this one up, Steve. You know, like you did yesterday when you ruined that guy's life. The guy worked for at the...
You are trying to reach is not accepting calls at this time. Please try your call again later.
All right, 617. How long do you think that is, Steve, when after somebody died? Like, shouldn't it be back in circulation?
I would imagine, yeah.
Isn't that strange? I find that very odd.
I'd imagine as soon as you cancel the service, right?
There's only so many numbers.
As soon as you cancel the service, you think it'd take...
Hello?
That was a little unusual.
Even for us, that was unusual. All right, 617.
Hello?
Oh, live tape. Who am I speaking to?
Michaela.
Michaela. Hi, this is Kirk Minahan from the Kirk Minahan Show on Barstool Sports. Have you ever heard of me?
Yeah.
You have? How have you heard of me? How have you heard of me, Michaela?
Instagram.
Instagram. Oh, okay. So here's something. So today would have been my mom's 70th birthday, okay? She passed away 3 years ago.
Okay.
Her phone number was 61, the same numbers as yours, but 6117. I wanted to call her number and see you had it and then talk to them about my mom, but it's still out of circulation. Do you think that's weird? Like, she's been dead for 3.5 years and they haven't given somebody a new number yet. Do you think that's unusual?
Yeah, that's a little weird.
Yeah, how does that... I don't really understand that, Michaela. I don't understand. Do you have a good relationship with your mom or no?
Yeah.
What does she do?
What does she do?
Yeah, like, do you live near her? Do you live with her?
Yeah, I live with her.
Oh, how old are you?
19.
You're 19. Do you appreciate your mom? I mean, because when I was your age, I think I took advantage. Like, I loved my parents, but I don't think I recognized how much I loved them.
Yeah, I appreciate her.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. Anything you want to ask me, Michaela?
No.
All right. Seems like you want to get off the phone.
I just woke up.
You just woke up? What you working last night?
No.
What do you do? Are you a college kid? What are you doing?
Yeah, and I work full time.
Oh, what do you do for a job?
I'm a waitress.
Okay, where are you a waitress?
In Duxbury.
Okay, you're in the Duxbury area. Okay. All right, what are you going to school for?
Criminal justice.
Oh, good. Okay. Well, it seems like you're a smart kid, Michaela. You know, can you do me a favor, even though it's COVID? Can you do me a favor? What's your mom's name?
Mary.
Mary. Can you give Mary a hug for me today, please?
Of course.
All right, Michaela. I'm going to talk to you later, okay? Go back to sleep. All right, goodbye.
Bye.
There you go. God, is her life over? You have to do some editing on these numbers, Steve.
Yeah, I think so. She knew you, though.
Did she, though? We even have an Instagram account.
We do.
Oh, we do? Well, it shows what I know. Oh, there you go. So give Mary a hug today, Michaela, out there. Well, there you go. Okay, fine. You know, the irony, and we'll talk more about this in a while, is my mom, I think I've told this story before, the one musical group she did not like me playing in the house, I had to go in my closet and play it quietly on my record player, Van Halen.
And why was that?
It was like loud rock devil, you know. It's like, she wasn't like, but she was just like, this is loud music stuff like every parent does with their kids. So I'd play Panama and fucking Hot for Teacher and Eruption and Ain't Talking. I'd play it all very quietly. And truthfully, at that time, the only album I really knew about was 1984, which came out in January of 84. I was 9 years old. I bought it at the Billerica Mall. I've told this story before. We have Steven Hyden coming on in a while, who I love is that podcast of his, God, I'm going to forget the name of it. The feuds between the bands, Rivals. There's actually a new one out today about Joy Division, but he has a great one about CSNY and about the Kinks and about the Beatles. It's really, really, really good. But like I could have been a Bruce fan or a Van Halen fan. I took the Bruce train. I'm happy I did. But oh God, did I love Van Halen as a kid. Fucking loved them. Love them, love them, love them. I'm sure you have any Van Halen thoughts, Steve, right now?
No, not particularly.
Okay, good. Good to have you here. That's why we're going to have Steven Hyden on, I think, so I could talk
to
talk to an adult about the... Well, I mean, you know, you're but you know them, right?
Yeah, I know them. I just don't generally listen to a lot of music, so.
Okay, good. Well, anyway, I love Van Halen. And I was not surprised, but still sort of sad. Well, sad to see that Eddie Van Halen died yesterday at 65. He was been sick for a really, really, really long time. Really, and he did not treat his body well in his younger years. I don't know how he did when he was older, but you know, unbelievable band, one of the great American bands ever, and like one of the bands I don't know anybody. Like, you know, we get calls all the time. People say, "Oh, Bruce sucks," or you hear Bob Dylan sucks, or the Beatles suck, or U2, or whatever. I know nobody who thinks Van Halen sucks. Nobody. People may not love them, but they are one of the great, great, great American bands. For me, they ended when David Lee Roth left. I'm not even willing to have the conversation about anything else. But from that run all the way up to 84, one of the great bands in history. So we'll talk to Steven Hyden about that and his podcast. He has a new book about Radiohead as well, by the way, which I think you texted me once before, right?
Yeah, I think I did. There was a Wall Street Journal article.
What was it about? I don't remember.
It's about how Radiohead's, Kid A,
yeah.
How their album kind of eerily predicted the next 2 decades.
Like just about everything? Like,
yeah, just about like the rise of social media and a bunch of different trends.
Oh, I'm going to read it because this guy's a great writer too. So yeah, so we'll have him on. And somebody who I battled with about Van Halen, if you remember, was Erica Nardini.
Yes, she was
Van Hagar.
I thought she was big on David Lee Roth after leaving Van Halen.
That's what I mean, Sammy Hagar. The people call Van Hagar, which I just think that's not even a band. But and Erica's in the news, obviously joining the WWE board of directors, and Barstool. I mean, Deadspin. What? You forget they're still around. Well,
they're kind of in zombie form, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's just so like it's such a tired thing. We can get it.
Either of us could have written that story.
Well, sure. I mean,
I'm saying it's like an algorithm right now that just spits out puke.
Yeah. But I was interested because I saw her tweet about it, and obviously I saw Dave tweet about it. We can start here. We can start wherever else. But the idea that I think you and I talked about this briefly yesterday. So Stern's terrible now. Like Howard Stern's radio show is just terrible. It's terrible. It's he was once the greatest ever. Now he's terrible. We know this. I know no one who listens to him. No one. And I'm in this and I pay attention and I talk to people and I'm friends with people who loved him as much as I did. No one. I would say, I said this to you yesterday, I am dead serious. I think the average Stern listener age is very close to the average Howie Carr listener age. Dead serious. Early 50s, mid 50s. Now, Sirius may not care about that because what do they care? Subscription. It's not like radio. You know, they're selling subscriptions. So I saw the news yesterday afternoon that he's close to a deal for $120 million a year. And it's not like Sirius is just throwing this out there for no reason. They must have people who do calculations of how many subscriptions they'll lose if he leaves. But I just can't believe that. I don't really get it.
So I was looking at their 10K filing this morning because Sirius is publicly traded, so they do have to disclose some stuff. And Stern is the only talent they have that's mentioned by name in their SEC filings. So I mean, he's got to be important to them.
Oh, he's their most important figure.
Like they don't mention Barstool by name. They do mention that that it's a risk if they can't keep up with comedy trends, they might suffer adversely. But they are almost an $8 billion company, or they did $8 billion in revenue last year.
I mean, they must know something I don't, which is, I don't know. 34 million subscribers, which you said 7.8 billion and nearly 1 billion in profit. So I guess they look at it 120 million means the staff and all the whole thing, right? The whole production, all the staff I think is in that contract.
Yeah.
Because I think he has like 40 employees.
Oh, geez.
It's I mean, it's crazy. So, I mean, whatever. But I think he works like 3 days a week. I think he has.
And so those are all production related employees.
Yeah.
Does he have people doing best of and like a Mike and the Minifans type shows also?
I know they have a post show. I think they used to. I don't know, but yeah. But it just seems bananas to pay him that kind of money. But I have to think Sirius knows something I don't, because I'm telling you, I know no one who listens to it. I never see on social media. I never see anything really. I mean, Stern will have, if he has Brady on or he's a guest on, but nothing they do the day in, day out. I don't know if he's on today. I don't know if he was on last week. I have no idea.
And how many subscribers does having Brady on once really drive, when most of that's going to be put out in Twitter clips or, people, any news that comes from it, people are going to hear, especially with Hillary Clinton. I doubt that really drives subscribers.
I mean, I don't know. So it's 35 million subscribers paying what? What are they? I mean, do we even know what the numbers are?
They do different,
models.
Yeah.
Where is it?
Their most popular packages. So $16.99 a month.
Holy fuck.
For ad-free music. That gets you Sirius video, listening outside the car.
Okay.
There's a couple of different channels that comes.
I have the app. I mean, I don't have it in my car anymore, but
$21.99 a month is your all access.
Christ. It's like a 9. Is it just?
And then they've got the mostly music is $10.99 a month.
Okay, so whatever it is. So it's 35 million people paying $10 a month seems like a fuck of a lot of money to me.
They also own Pandora.
Right. That's true too. So obviously they merged with XM, with Sirius XM years ago. So I mean, I saw everybody, I saw Eric, I saw Dave tweeting about, we'll get to that in a second. And a bunch of people like, this seems crazy to me, but I don't know. Like, I mean, I think Stern stinks now, but they're not just giving him this money because, I mean, they must do some.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure that the way satellite radio works is there's a signal that goes back from a car. So it's not like terrestrial radio. They can track and they know that, user number 44 is listening to Howard Stern this often per month or this often per week, has been with us this long. So
right.
They probably see that they have a lot of legacy customers who signed up for Sirius just because Howard Stern joined them and have been listening, at this frequency all along. And they think that there's a risk they'll unsubscribe.
It's so weird though, because like the guy got Sirius because of Stern, or I'm not so sure I had it right before Stern, but I think I knew Stern had been rumored to go. He had been talking about going there for like a year or two. So that's why I got it. But I bailed, and I know a lot of people who did that. So I don't know. I guess he's gained. I have no idea.
Did you unsubscribe from Sirius the moment you were like, I don't want to listen to Stern anymore?
No, I kept it. They have a Springsteen. I mean, like, it's fine. But I mean, if I lost it tomorrow, I wouldn't care. Like, everything's so replaceable now. Like when Sirius first happened, I was like, holy shit, there's a channel that plays like randomized Bruce Springsteen songs all day. Like that didn't exist anywhere. Or 80s music or top, like now, you can get that literally wherever you want. But yeah, so, I give Stern credit, man. He's going to get another 5-year deal out of this. Make another, whatever he makes after everything. Another $300 million probably.
I can't wait for the cushy Joe Biden interview.
That's
the
true.
Kamala Harris interview. It'll probably be in a couple of days, right?
I would not be surprised at all. But I don't know who that audience. I just don't know. Maybe it exists. I just don't know who the audience is for that. I even see the social media engagement for them. It's not huge anymore. It's weird.
It's almost like his audience is coming more and more to resemble Ellen. It
is. He's made a clear choice.
They're in their kitchen, housewives watching Ellen in their kitchens, and they get in the car to go pick up the kids from soccer practice, and they turn on Howard Stern.
Yeah, and I just don't know. Let me see here. It's weird. Stern himself he just retweets the Stern Show account all the time. But it's strange, Stern Show has 770,000 Twitter followers, right? There's a tweet from 20 hours ago. It has 44 likes.
Yeah, they have a very muted Twitter presence.
Generally.
Yeah, they don't tweet out a lot of clips of the show. And that might be deliberate because they're trying to, not give the milk away for free and make them go buy the subscription.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just weird. Like, I'm just, going through random ones, like 78 likes, 100, like it's 800,000 followers on Twitter. Seems weird. We have 25,000 that we have more interaction than that. I mean, they have plenty, I guess, but it's just weird. Very strange, but who knows? But I thought the more interesting thing was Dave saying that, now he didn't close the door. It's like Trump with this, package, which is Trump's just bluffing. You know that, right?
I don't think that Pelosi wants him sending out checks.
That's true.
It's going to help him. He might have been bluffing. I think he was just trying to.
He was backtracking last night though a little bit.
Well, yeah, but after people talked to him, I don't think his initial tweet was a
bluff.
Of
course not. Well, that's him with his phone.
I think it was the steroids talking.
Of course. But Dave said what 99.9% done with Sirius.
Yeah.
And is the deal up at the end of the year?
I'm not sure.
I would think.
Sure. I was listening to the Barstool Breakfast guys. They tweeted out an update of it this morning. They're like, now we don't know the details. We don't know this and we don't know that. But what we would guess is, so a lot of that seems unclear. Like they don't even get their own numbers. They don't know how many people are listening to the Barstool Breakfast.
I don't think Sirius doesn't give numbers out to anybody, basically,
which is strange.
So like I don't think Dave knows or Erica knows or I don't think anybody knows.
No. Which is they must. I mean, they've got to have a reason for doing it. I mean, they're a huge company. They must know what they're doing. But you'd think you would want to give some people some performance incentives.
If I was Dave or whoever makes these things, I would say like just all set. Thanks. Hit the bricks. We're good. We're gonna do our own thing. Like I think I saw Colney this morning on some video doing. You and I talked about this yesterday. Like, just start your own thing.
Yeah, I think that they've got a great studio in place. And it would take, a flick of a switch and they could start pushing out live streams. And if they want to put it behind Barstool Gold or something or come up with some other product, I think they could be much more visible. I mean, there's so many creative ways with the internet that they could push it out. The problem is like, are you going to get it into people's cars? Can you come up with your own app that's going to replace Sirius? How are you going to do that?
I mean, has the Sirius relationship been really particularly beneficial? Have I missed where it's been this?
Well, I think that Sirius has relationships with a lot of car dealerships, manufacturers. Like they get the equipment built into GM vehicles. Right. And so that puts Barstool within the reach of all of these cars or whatever.
And rentals too. Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
So I mean, it does bring Barstool to a wider audience. It might help expand their audience. But again, how do you measure it? You can't. If they're not providing that information, that's another downside, I would say.
Yeah, I just don't see a lot of buzz coming from the Sirius stuff with Barstool.
Well, it's all on Twitter. Anytime something happens on Sirius, it's because a Twitter clip has been pushed out.
Yeah, so I think they're gonna, like you said, I think they're gonna find some homegrown system to do it and push it out from there.
Yeah, and I think if you look at what
I would do it under Gold, maybe.
Yeah, look at what Dave is doing with Davey Day Trader.
That's what I'm saying.
It's him staring at a computer screen most of the time, and he's getting 20,000 people simultaneously watching him do that. So what if you just push it out under the Barstool umbrella, maybe once or twice a week, and it's just live stream CCK, live stream the Yak, live stream the Barstool Breakfast. There's zero cost to doing that.
Right. Yeah, and you can get sponsors for it, do ads for it. I mean, we could do it. I mean, it's not you
could do it from anywhere. Exactly. The Chaps and Kate show, they could do it. It doesn't have to be centralized in that studio, but the main shows that they do have would be really good coming out of that studio. You could mix the lineup. You wouldn't have to be so rigid because you're not trying to program whatever the schedule feed is.
It's the Barstool network.
You don't have to worry about the best ofs not populating properly when people go back to look at on demand stuff. There's so much lower overhead. I would think it would be very easy to make up whatever Sirius is paying them in subscriber revenue.
Which I don't think is a lot, by the way.
Yeah.
It's my understanding, but I don't know.
If you're just buying a little graphic that's down in the corner of the live feed that's going out of the Barstool main account, that's huge. And then some live ads in the middle of it. I mean, again, I don't want to lean too strongly on the ability of the sales department to sell any of this.
But true. But yeah, it seems, I mean, I don't think that if this Sirius thing falls through, which I think it's going to, like, I don't think they're going to go walking around looking for other places. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Like, how in the world should we go?
Yeah, I don't think
Spotify? No. Maybe. I don't know. I have no idea. I know Stern had talked to them. Like, I have no idea.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think they'd probably just be better off. I mean, like I said it. They would be better off doing their own thing, and I think they'll find that is the best alternative. That's the best competitor, is just doing it themselves. That way they're beholden to nobody. And that would fit the Portnoy mantra.
I was saying to you yesterday, it's weird when you go to the New York office. So it's almost the radio studio is almost the centralized center. It's almost the centralized. It's almost the center of everything there. It's weird. You walk in, it's right there. It's the biggest room there. And
Large was saying that Sirius might have helped them build the studio.
Oh yeah,
yeah, because they're very hands on when it comes to like their producers are involved in like running the board and mixing and putting the files out.
It looks really nice. Did a good job with it.
Yeah, it's got a nice control room. The cameras are great. It's a good studio.
But it's not like really, you don't see it much. I mean, Twitter clips and stuff, but it's not broadcast anywhere, is it?
No, they don't.
Like, it's not Twitch or anything, is it?
They don't do Sirius video like Stern does. Stern does video products through Sirius. I don't think Barstool does that.
And they don't do anything on Twitch with that, right? I don't think.
They may from time to time, but I don't think there's a regular Twitch broadcast. I think they save that for their video game studio.
So I was right to leave Sirius first. I set the tone.
Yeah, I think so. I think it was probably your broadsides against Howard Stern that
set
really
the whole thing going.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was like the butterfli's wings in Japan flapping.
Stern, just hardcore racist. Sirius handing him $120 million a year.
That's true.
66. I think he's going to work 3 days a week, and I think he has like 12 weeks off. He's going to get $120 million a year to broadcast to. I don't know about I just would love to know the audience. You know, it's just who knows. What would Stern? I wonder what Stern would do if Sirius would fuck off. I wonder what his next move would be. I mean, Spotify?
Retire?
He's not retiring.
No.
He did build some network around him, I'm sure, somewhere.
Yeah, well, I mean, if Bill O'Reilly did it, and he's still got a going concern and employees.
Well, he's a much bigger figure. I mean,
no, he definitely is. That's what I'm saying. Like if somebody like right. Whose audience has diminished and has kind of left Fox News with a cloud of suspicion and shame, if they can go out and just buy a web domain and put out a little video show. I mean, there'll always be something for Howard Stern to do. I'm sure he's got like that hardcore base of people who just love him,
right?
That are never going to go anywhere else.
It's also weird, like in the Sirius deal, like Dave's not on.
No. That was a big problem for them, though.
Oh, I know.
I think that
I can tell you it was for sure.
Yeah, they wanted more Portnoy.
Yeah, and he would tried a couple of things. He just fucking can't do it. It's not even he's been
he's just got bigger things on his plate.
Well, I know, but if you make a deal with them, like I'm sure I get it from Dave's perspective. I'm sure they're like, "What the fuck? Do your day trading thing on Sirius. We don't care."
Yeah.
Broadcast. I don't know. You did that thing with Riggs for a while, and I did a bunch of shows. You could tell you didn't give a fuck.
I wonder if they are demanding that it be live.
Maybe.
Because I know through the pandemic, obviously, we were like recorded an hour before. Hard Factor was recorded an hour before. But I wonder if they have an insistence on taking as much programming as possible live.
Maybe.
So I think that gives them more flexibility to meet whatever Sirius's demands are. But
could be. All right. What else is going on? No, go ahead. I got something, but good. You go first. Please.
Oh, well, did you remember the Katie Hill? The congresswoman from California who was in the throuple. She was like, I guess, preying on staffers in her office. Now, yes. Elizabeth Moss is now going to star in like a hagiography of this woman, like a biopic of Katie Hill.
Oh, well, of course. That's actually good casting.
Well, yeah. Why? Because she's a wacko Scientologist.
No, she looks. I can see the resemblance. Good casting.
But I guess the issue is that she's a sexual predator.
I thought the tweet was that they weren't happy with it, though.
No, so the tweet.
What's the tweet you retweeted?
No, so
I'm talking about?
Yeah, the tweet was not sent out by Katie Hill.
I thought it was Katie Hill. No?
The tweet was sent out by former Katie Hill staffers controlling Katie Hill's congressional account. Yes.
Oh, okay. That makes sense because I was like, what the fuck are they? Okay, I got you.
So she doesn't control her own account anymore. So like her chief of staff or whoever, some anonymous staffers tweeted out like, "Hey guys, this is really fucked up. She was a sexual predator."
And now you're going to make it's going to happen with my show account like 2 years when someone plays me in the movie. Justin's going to be tweeting out. Yeah, go ahead.
I just think it's an interesting turn for the Me Too movement to take now that.
Are you sure it's going to? Well, so it's the adaptation of her book, I'm guessing, right?
Yes.
Okay, so it's going to be like you said, a total suck piece, right?
Yes. It's going to be this is one modern woman rising up against oppression to become I supposedly her husband was abusive and leaked these pictures about her. He denies it,
right?
But there's still several different claims that she was preying on subordinates in her office and engaging in sexual misconduct. She's never been investigated by the House Ethics Committee. And now you've got kind of like a de Blasio situation where she's the first one to get a book out about the situation. Now they're going to make a movie about it. And all of a sudden, Katie Hill is just some heroine.
So who did she, I just forget the story. So she pressured the intern? Or that wasn't an intern, right?
So, I guess.
Who was the throuple? It was her husband, and.
So they drop these pictures and it's right. her husband and an intern.
Now keep in mind, always show related. That was Katie Hill naked that Matt Fuller sent the pictures.
Yeah,
okay. I'm just trying to get everything straight. Okay, go ahead.
And so there was a scandal because she had like a tattoo that looked like it was a Nazi cross or something. Right. So like, she's a secret white supremacist.
Yeah, of course.
And then it turned out that, okay, so the husband was abusive, leaked those pictures to try and ruin her political career.
Right.
And it looked like she was kind of going to bounce back. But then it was like, no, the other woman in the picture was an intern. And then she said, no, she was an intern before I was elected to Congress. So there's no ethical issue here. But then other staffers came forward and were like, well, I had a sexual relationship with Katie Hill and I was a subordinate. We were in the office.
Right.
So, I mean, who knows exactly what the fuck happened?
So they're just going to ignore all that stuff and tell a story about a woman who was shamed and battled back. Okay.
Yes.
So they're just going to ignore history.
Yeah.
Okay. What's what Hollywood does? What else is new?
So she resigns from Congress, and then I'm sure she hires a PR firm to, come out and fight the allegations and write a book. And I think she might have a podcast. And so now I'm sure she's just like 6 months away from landing a deal as a commentator on MSNBC or CNN.
I'll be curious to see if that movie. I wonder if there'll be enough backlash where they actually do that or not.
Yeah, it's Blumhouse TV is who picked up the option on the book.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah. I don't even understand. Coley Mick just tweeted out, because I was on that, if you ever denied this shit, you don't get the vaccine that feels fair. What does that mean?
If you ever denied that COVID is serious or exists, then you don't get the vaccine.
I don't know. Okay, who knows? And I saw Stefan Gilmore,
Yeah, he played. Right?
Yeah, he played. I saw a picture of him hugging Pat Mahomes, and their faces are about a foot away from each other. So, not
great.
Pat Mahomes. Is it Pat Mahomes?
Yeah. Patrick Mahomes?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
His dad pitched. I don't know. Is that your foot tapping?
Yeah, sorry.
Jesus, what the fuck are you doing? What are you nervous about?
Nothing. It's just a thing I do.
Are you a foot tapper?
A foot tapper.
Are you really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that about you.
I always get a little nervous energy.
Take it easy. Maybe you should slow down the hydrant.
Yeah, that's probably what.
How much did you have today?
I actually did 2 packs into a bottle of water.
How much is that? Too much or no?
It's 200 milligrams of caffeine.
What'd you have?
But I've only drank half of it. It was the lemon.
Oh, so that's the one you go to, huh?
Yes.
All right. It's giving, look at that energy it's giving you. All fired up. Gee, what was that? Okay. DrinkHydrant.com/Kirk. Enter promo code Kirk for 25% off your first order, and you too can make that noise. What was that noise? What was it? Okay. You have keto-friendly lemonade, the pink grapefruit, no added sugar, only 2 grams of carbs. It's a refreshing electrolyte powder you mix directly into water. It's like this right here. Look at that. I just did it. To more efficiently and effectively hydrate your body, it hydrates you quickly and keeps you going for longer. 4 essential electrolytes your body needs: sodium, potassium, magnesium, and what, Steve? Do you know?
Phosphates?
Zinc. 100% satisfaction guarantee. If you don't love it, send it back for a refund. You know you won't have to do that. For just $1 a packet for a 30-day supply, save even more with a monthly subscription. And a special deal for our listeners, 25% off your first order. Go to drinkhydrant.com/Kirk. Enter promo code Kirk at checkout. That's drinkhydrant.com/Kirk. Promo code KIRK at checkout. 25% off your first order. What else is going on?
So, I mean, back on this, I just want to know, how does Elizabeth Moss need this money so much? Mad Men should have made her like a multi-millionaire,
why is
right?
Hugh Jackman doing a movie?
Oh, I guess. Yeah,
what the hell kind of question is? What,
I don't know.
Are you a capitalist or no?
I think you would at least look at
Hugh
this
Jackman
as a risk.
played Gary Hart in a movie.
I know.
Like,
you would look at this as taking a risk, right?
No, she's losing a bubble.
She's a superstar.
She's called Elizabeth Moth?
Elizabeth Moss.
Okay. Yeah, but she could, you know what, though? She'll look good if she backs out, though.
That's true. It still doesn't take the Scientology.
She seems like a very normal person who's a scientist. Like Travolta seems weird.
Yeah.
Cruise seems weird.
Yes.
She doesn't. Her career is not a weird career.
Who was the other one on Everybody Loves Raymond? What was her name? The one who was a Scientologist.
Mm-hmm.
Ray's wife, wasn't she a Scientologist?
Patricia Heaton?
Yes. No.
I don't believe she is.
There was the woman who came out and did the HBO thing.
Uh-huh. I know who it is. I'm just not going to say it.
Okay.
I want to hear. No. I want to hear. I want to hear you keep doing it until you get there. I want to go through this process.
I really am.
What's in your brain right now? It's on empty. Go ahead.
What's going on is I'm seeing a picture of a brunette woman who kind of looks like Patricia Heaton sitting down and spilling about Scientology.
Can I give you some hints?
Sure.
Get you there? Okay. Mike Geary. Arthur Spooner.
Yeah. King of Queens' wife.
Yeah.
Okay. There you go. The King of Queen guy's wife.
Leah Remini.
Yes, Leah Remini. There we go. Yeah. I was going to get there eventually.
Kirstie Alley, too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
but Leah Remini seems normal.
Well, she is escaped. Like she does
but I'm saying it's like if Tom Cruise came out and escaped Scientology, it's not like all of a sudden it's going to be normal.
No, you wouldn't believe it. Right. Same with Travolta, right? Same thing. Yeah. And I do wonder how much of that. I know we talked about this before. Like I wonder if Kelly Preston got any like medical advice at all. His wife who died, Travolta. Like remember she died a couple of months ago.
Oh yes.
Like I wonder if she was just like they were like whatever they put
doing an e-reader and trying
pearls
to get
on her and
the
just like
thetans out.
Yeah, putting like the fucking I don't even know like throwing ice at her or something. I don't know.
I guess probably if they would give medical treatment if there was a way to get more revenue, right? That's what it's all about is abusing these stars.
Well, but the stars get to live like kings.
Exactly. They build up their ego so that they can get more revenue out of them.
Yeah, like Tom Cruise had this girlfriend who then she didn't want to be with him, so she was scrubbing fucking toilets with a toothbrush a couple months later. Yeah. And I'm sitting here going to Top Gun 2. I'm the biggest fraud there is. Like I'm an asshole I am. I can't wait for it. But yeah, I know but like I think they're not even aware of the fraudulence of taking a role like that.
I suppose.
But they'll get asked about it eventually, right?
I guess I don't think she will. The title of the book is She Will Rise, Becoming a Warrior in the Battle for True Equality.
The name of the movie's going to be She Will Rise?
Potentially, yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, I guess, she did The Handmaid's Tale. It's probably, she's got a kind of a niche as being the woman fighting for equality.
She's a very good actress. She is, yeah.
Well, she's kind of got the Cruise thing going on where she can, like, if you can convince yourself that Scientology is legit, like, I don't know, she's kind of playing a character all the time, right?
But she takes, like, serious roles. It's strange. She seems like a smart person. Yeah. That's the thing. Like, Cruise, they got Cruise when he was young. I think Elizabeth Moss was raised a Scientologist, though, which is a whole different breed of animal. Like, that is so deeply, I think that's right.
Then that means that the Scientologists turned her into an actress, right?
Like, you think they said
big Scientology were like, hey, Cruise and Travolta.
But she's also not a flag waver, though. Like, Cruise was famously a flag. You don't hear that about her much.
Yeah, but Cruise also did the kind of shifted.
When? What do you mean?
Like, I feel like in the last 10, 15 years, he's kind of shied away from that. And he's more just like action hero guy. Yeah, he had maybe since the Oprah meltdown.
Yeah, I think that was it. Yeah. He had the big phase where he was like and the other thing with Matt Lauer.
Yeah.
Where they fought about stuff. But yeah. So who knows? Yeah. God, what else is going on? What do you got?
Well, a couple other things. You saw Facebook banned all references to QAnon from the platform.
Good. About time. I like when people ban stuff.
You're not at all concerned about the overexpansion of censorship.
No, like more censorship is good. I want to see if she was raised a Scientologist. 1 second. Well, here you go. I can just read the first sentence. Elizabeth Moss was born and raised in Los Angeles, the daughter of Ron and Linda Moss, both of whom were musicians. Her mother plays jazz and blues harmonica professionally. I'm all set. She was clearly raised a Scientologist. She has one younger brother. She was raised a Scientologist.
Man, that's so weird. I wonder what it's like. Obviously,
she acted as
the story. You know the story of somebody who's like trying to figure things out, and they wander into a Scientologist clinic or whatever. They take the personality quiz, and then they hand over their money, and eventually they become indoctrinated. I wonder did they have like a kids curriculum?
I don't know. She married Fred Armisen, which is also very weird. She was married to Fred Armisen, which is strange. She's 16 years younger than he is. She was asked about Scientology. She's a great actress. She was asked about Scientology. She both believed that outside sources are wrong and evil. Religious freedom and tolerance, understanding the truth or equal rights for every race, religion, and creed are extremely important to me. So, I don't know.
Yeah, that's so much bullshit. Everything that they say to the media about it is total
bullshit. That is total bullshit. What else is going on? I don't care that much about the fucking Facebook thing.
I've got the Rogan kind of finally addressing the Spotify. Yeah,
sort of. Yeah. You have that?
Yeah, it's very strange. He basically, he doesn't really address the policy. He just talks about the trans issue.
You got it.
This is probably overinflated, all that Spotify stuff. Is this just complete fodder? They have literally said nothing to me about it. Right. Zero. Right. It's never come up. Now, is there someone at Spotify that's complaining about the Abigail Schreier episode? I'm sure. Right. I'm sure there's someone that's complaining about it.
Hold on real quick, just in case people... Just in case people don't know. Abigail Schreier wrote a book about basically how trans kids are almost... I'm not gonna probably give this the accurate portrayal quite. How almost kids are almost forced now to become, or almost being pushed into turning trans.
Yeah, well, kind of. She talks about clusters of gender dysphoria. Yeah. So it's like a friend group of girls who all decide suddenly they're suffering from gender dysphoria. And it's extremely
controversial, as you would imagine, in 2020. Which I'll just say I know people aren't. I don't know if it's true. I don't know if it's not true. I haven't read the book. I will find. So I listened to some of her on Rogan, and I was like, that's interesting. I want to go and at least browse and look through the book. So I looked it up on Amazon. I couldn't find it at first on Amazon. I couldn't actually find it.
It must be out of stock.
Must have been. I think it can now. She was on Joe Rogan's podcast, just to give you an idea. And then if you go to a bookstore, I have never seen it in any, I've probably looked at 10. You never see it at the bookstore. And I'm not saying I'd buy it. I'm not saying I believe her, but I found it almost as an exercise. Yeah. To see if I could find it. And of course, people are acting like it doesn't exist.
Well, I mean, I think you at least have to engage with her ideas because she's not being bombastic. She's saying that the rise of these little clusters of gender dysphoria kind of cut against like what we would think of in terms of the probability of gender dysphoria cases occurring. So it's at least from a medical perspective worth studying and figuring out, are there social pressures going on here, or is there actually like a biological?
Yeah, I'd like to read it just from an open mind and see if maybe it's bullshit too. Who knows? I'd like to read it, but like we were just saying earlier, of course you can't find that.
Yeah, because the impulse is instead to ban her and instead of engaging with her ideas and just shut them down. Shut them down.
Go ahead.
So he just kind of gets more into explaining.
The episode, it's not. They're wrong. They're not. There's nothing to do with that. It has to do with the fact that human beings are actually malleable. We all know that. That's why cults exist.
Right.
There's a thought process now that if you're talking at all about trans people, you have to be 100% supportive. You can never question whether or not children should be allowed to transition, babies, hormone blockers for prepubescent children. All this is madness. Like, here's the question: are there some people who are horribly sad that they transitioned and regret it terribly? The answer is yes.
Steve. What are you doing?
I'll scrub that.
Why are you playing that?
I'll scrub that. It's fine.
It's an absurd line of thinking that the only problem I have, the only flaw in me being upset at Rogan's line of thinking there is that it's 100% true what he just said. Other than that, I have I disavow it completely. Other than the fact that it's true. I mean, and like fuckhead Murchison, like that line of thinking right there, the genesis of me and Jerry was that.
Yes.
It was whatever.
Exactly that.
It was a 5-year-old, whatever, and the parents were parading the kid around like a prop. Just a fact. I mean, just a fact. Doesn't mean the kid wasn't struggling. Doesn't mean that ultimately the right move would have been for the child to transition. Fine. But that was my point way back then. I don't want to get into a transgender thing. But it's my point now, too, is like, if Kate came to me today, she's 13, and she said, Dad, I feel like I'm a boy. I want to live. I would say, if this is how you feel, let's do this. But we're going to go see doctors. We're going to go see psychiatrists. We're going to take our time. We're not going to rush this. As, by the way, P.S., your body is going through a lot of changes. Now, you may continue to feel this way. I'm going to support you. I'll be the first, but I'm not going to jump in right now and say, great, we're going to do this today, because you may not feel this way a year and a half from now. And I know that because it happens.
There's a lot of cases of
Renee Richards, really the first famous case, the tennis player in the 70s, says, her depression was not a panacea, this surgery, which is awful. These people go through hell. I don't know how we turned into this, but it's just,
it's because,
how is that what you just, sorry, Steve, how is that what you just heard from Rogan? And it was perceived by some, including some of these pussies at Spotify. How could that be perceived by anybody as a controversial take? How? And it is. Like assholes like Murchison and the Globe and fucking, they think that statement, which to me has a lot of empathy attached to it, frankly, is somehow a hardened take or a crude thing to bring up. It's nuts.
It's not about that take. It's about his other takes. And this is just a way to shut him down in other areas. They don't like his open-mindedness. They don't like that he's actually willing to have a conversation with other ideas. So it's a way for, a certain group of people to try and shut down other avenues of conversation.
I would have Abigail Schreier on tomorrow. I would have whoever on tomorrow. The mom of that kid on tomorrow. The mom we had on before.
Yes.
We had the conversation
we've had
about
the mother of a trans child.
Right. She was great. And she laid it out to us. And I said, oh, that's an interesting perspective. I've never thought of it. But I told her, but I would say now, like, I get it, but I probably wouldn't let Harry do that right now. Just wouldn't. I mean, he's 8 years. I mean, that's maybe shame on me, but the point is, you can't even, the conversation I had with her, like, I give her credit because mostly that side has no interest in it. None. But does Rogan say anything else of note or no?
No. But what I thought was interesting is he kind of pivots from Spotify is censoring your back catalog to here's the issue with the Abigail Schreier thing. And he says that, Spotify has said nothing to me about this. Well, what have you asked Spotify, Joe? Like, did your agreement include their ability to censor your back catalog?
That's interesting.
Like, what's your opinion about these low-level Spotify employees who are, stamping out, like, ideologically censoring you? Why aren't you talking about that?
I would say if the only thing is that they're bitching about it, then if I'm Rogan, I'm like, I don't give a fuck. If Spotify in fact has said we can't touch anything you do, then I don't care if they're bitching. But my guess is that's not the case.
I think that his catalog is still.
I agree. I don't know that. Is that true?
Yeah, I think that there's still episodes that haven't migrated over. Yeah,
yeah. Which they're selected, right? I mean, like,
and what's going to happen in the future? Because did he just assume going into it that he was going to have the ability to put anything on that feed that he wanted to put on that feed?
Well, that's why. I mean, but the bottom line is, like, and Rogan made a shitload of money off it. That's life to some extent, though, and that's life for me to some extent.
Yeah,
I have almost all the freedom I want. Almost all the freedom I want. Do I have 100% freedom? No. 99.96? Yes. And that's why you got to respect the people that are completely on their own. I'm trying to think of some example. Who's somebody who's totally free?
Corolla?
Yeah, Corolla's probably totally free. Bad signal.
There's a lot of freedom with bad signal.
Total free. Trust me, they can say whatever they want.
The Channel Zero guys?
They're on YouTube with us.
I think they started their own RSS feed.
They have? Yeah. They bailed on us?
They might still do some stuff from time to time on the YouTube channel, but yeah.
What the fuck? So these conspiracy guys are just sellouts. Just RSS. They're going right in that traditional RSS feed, huh?
Selling out to Apple, I guess.
Unbelievable. Yeah. They're going to Apple. These guys, they're going to fucking Apple. What kind of mavericks are they?
Well, I mean,
what a bunch of pussies.
If they're on YouTube, they're still, beholden to Google.
That's what I'm saying. They're so maverick. Go on their own thing. My guy, Alex Jones. He was ranting and raving. What was he saying yesterday?
True. He is by himself.
So they're trying to kill Trump?
Yeah, he said the doctors at Walter Reed, yes, they're giving him a toxic combination of drugs so that if Trump dies in the next couple of weeks, it's because he was assassinated by the government doctors.
It's got to be exhausting to have that living. Just that shtick. Everything is just, he doesn't believe a fucking word of it.
But you think there might be an element of it that's fun.
But sometimes we're like, that's good. Yeah, I suppose.
I do think he believes a lot of it, though.
Maybe
the John Kerry's an evil demon stuff he doesn't believe, but I think there's a lot of these conspiracy theories that he believes.
Speaking of the YouTube channel, real quick, did I see intern Justin tweet like 9 new shows on the YouTube channel? Did you see this?
Might have been. I haven't seen it, but I know he's been loading up parody songs.
No. Nope. I'll tell you in a second. Fortunately, I follow him on Twitter, so I saw it. Intern Justin. New shows coming to the Kirk Minahan Network starting Sunday. 5 new shows, Steve.
Oh, God.
Did he run this by you?
No, I did not.
How do you feel about this?
I think that Justin probably feels like he's trying to step up and take initiative and do things on his own. Kind of show his worth.
I hate initiative. So, movie watch-along Mondays are the Minifans watching a movie together with commentary. Something called the Director's Chair with Quantum Week Chris Penishead and Ted Sellers dissecting a different director's entire catalog. I predict that will be the lowest watched show in the history of our YouTube channel. Well, and that's saying a lot.
It's clearly got to replace the Cheers podcast.
Right. I mean, that's going to be, that's going to be the lowest viewed show in the history of YouTube. In the history of YouTube, I would say.
Like all of YouTube?
Yes.
Oh, there's going to be some videos that haven't.
I'm going to tell you this. I was considering announcing in the next day or two. I was going to maybe think about doing every other week or every week a YouTube show myself on like a Tuesday where I would interview somebody, a long form interview. But there's no room for it now on my own network. I can't do it.
It's disappointing.
Yeah, the Director's Chair is
it's full.
KMS bets. So that's Wednesday, by the way, with Justin. Is this a parody or no? I'm confused.
No, that's Justin's account.
No, I know, but is he doing like a shtick? So This Is a Thing is a show. That's, by the way, we're now up to Thursday, where I show things that are either hidden gems that need more exposure or popular things that should have never happened from the internet. Picking up the controllers Friday. That's how we wrap it up. Will just be me talking video game news for like 20 minutes. I'm out. I'm not going to. Who would watch any of those horrible sounding shows?
Well, I mean, I'm not really the audience for KMS bets, but I think there is a lot of gambling. It's on the rise.
You think Justin's a guy? I mean, what I mean, go with God, do them all.
I mean, I would never
prove me wrong.
Yeah, I guess.
Prove me wrong.
Sure. I would never watch the Cheers podcast, but
no one did.
There's like 400 people out there who watched it.
I mean, how many people are going to watch Quantum Week Chris and Ted Sellers?
Well, Ted's funny.
No, he's not. Go over the filmography of fucking Robert Zemeckis for a half hour.
Yeah, I mean, I'm out on that.
That sounds like, I love movies. That sounds like hell on earth. I'd rather switch bodies with Ted than watch that show. I'm dead serious. I'd rather switch bodies with Eddie Van Halen than watch that shit. That sounds awful. Where things that were hidden gems on the internet? What?
Yeah.
The fuck is he talking about?
I don't know. I don't know. We never had a conversation about any of these.
26 people are going to watch that. What's that? Look, I understand. Give people. What does that have to do with art? What does that have to do with the show?
It's on the network. Is just about the most, the strongest connection, I would say. But I think it's Justin has tried to pick up.
My deal with somebody else who hasn't. Go ahead.
I think Justin's tried to pick up on what you've said about his role over the last couple of shows. And he's trying to grow into the YouTube guy.
I'm confused. I'm baffled. I don't get it.
I mean, at a bare minimum, it's a good time for him to practice.
Yes, I suppose so. But yeah, I like Justin and I want him to do well. And we're taking the Miltons next week, so I'm looking forward to that. And maybe I'll be wrong. Maybe it'll be great. I don't know. Maybe there's a massive appetite to see what's watch-alongs with the Minifans movies.
Movie watch-along Mondays.
How long will that last? How many weeks?
2.
I was gonna say 3.
Yeah.
Like, what if I want to do one?
I would assume that they would clear the deck for you.
I understand, but isn't it now a little diluted?
Probably, yeah.
I mean, shouldn't you have been asked? Or shouldn't I mean? I know I can be an asshole, but like, I mean.
Well, I think there's a tension between asking for something and then just taking the initiative and doing it. And Justin has seen how Mike handled it, which was usually asking, and so he's trying to do it the different way and just go ahead and do it and take initiative.
Yeah, but by asking, that's taking initiative. Asking is taking. You have an idea.
Yeah, that's true.
That's initiative. The initiative is then doing it when you say yes. I mean, I don't know. What would you say if he pitched you? Would you say yes?
I would say, I don't know if there's a huge audience for all of this. Maybe instead of coming out with 5 shows at once, maybe just focus on doing the Minifan show better.
Well,
Justin and the Minifans.
Yeah, he's doing fine. I mean, it's doing fine with that, but I would also focus maybe on some show related content. One of those 5 shows. I don't give a fuck about him talking about video gaming for 20 minutes.
Yeah, it's a weird thing because you've kind of, with the Kirk Minahan network, you've created a competition.
A bunch of shit shows that all fucking suck.
Like a contest for people to kind of make their own stardom, I think.
Well, we've proven they're not stars. They're all idiots. They suck. And that's fine. You got a playground. But eventually I'm going to blow the whistle. I'm going to call you all in. Recess will be over. Like, what the fuck?
What do you want to tell him? You want to just let this proceed apace?
No, prove me wrong. I'd say prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. I want to hear, like, I was just saying the other day to somebody, I was saying, I have not given enough thought to the filmography of Francis Ford Coppola. I'd love to hear Ted Sellers, who's an idiot, and Justin, who's a 22-year-old moron, tell me why The Godfather is good. I had no idea. Or you know what? I'll tell you a director that I wouldn't mind hearing about. I want to know if Ted Sellers and Justin think that Steven Spielberg's had a productive career as a director. Because I don't know. They like Jaws? Oh, that's great. Did you also direct Close Encounters? Unbelievable. What a career.
It could be that you're not the target audience for any of this.
It's me. It's my network.
I know it is.
Who's the target audience for Ted Sellers and Justin, or I'm sorry, Penis Head, going over a director?
Maybe, I don't know, Matt Carano?
Okay, that's one. Who's the target audience?
Any of the hardcore Minifans.
Who's the target audience for Justin talking about things on the internet that weren't as big as they should have been or should have been bigger than weren't?
What are they calling the very young generation behind millennials?
Gen Y?
Gen Y.
Yes.
Yeah, Gen Yers.
I know Gen Y. They would not want to watch that. I would never subject them to that. Like, what's an example of that? That's something like, what are we doing?
TikTok videos.
Those are big, though. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but I'm saying you taking TikTok videos and putting them on.
I'm talking about Justin's show pitch, which is...
I thought you were talking about the one where he finds the hidden gems on the internet.
Yeah, but why do I want to watch...
It'd be like Tosh.0.
There's 10 million of those. All right, well, I'm going to let him do it. Fine. Let's do it. Christ almighty. All right. Oh, vice presidential debate tonight. Yes. Any predictions? Boring.
Yeah, it's just gonna be boring. Pence ultimately lost. I think he was trying to avoid having plexiglass on the stage because it's going to be kind of a persistent reminder that the White House fucked up the coronavirus stuff. But there's 2 sheets of plexiglass in between them.
Is that true?
Yes. So mother should be happy.
That'll make mother will be pleased.
Yeah, no, there won't be any pawing on the stage.
Father's not going to be too excited tonight with Kamala, who I think is going to win the debate tonight.
Yeah, it depends. There's kind of 2 Kamalas. There's one who's very prepared, like a prosecutor, who's very sharp and can really get good shots in. And then there's the other one that's kind of flustered. Like if she gets put back on her heels, asked about being on the both sides of a bunch of different issues, I think she could waver and look kind of dumb.
Don't you think that Pence has to kind of treat her with it's a double standard though, because she's a woman and you can't be as aggressive?
I think so, but you can call out contradictions without being sexist. I think.
And I saw the moderator liked a whole bunch of Biden stuff for months on Twitter.
Yeah.
But again,
that's
that's Trump.
That's what you're playing with. And it's a total fumble by the Trump campaign to miss any of that. Unless they saw it and said, nope, we're going to leave it, let him moderate, and then later we'll be able to cry foul, which you could see them doing.
It's kind of a losing strategy, though, isn't it? I don't know. It'd be like having James Woods moderate it, or Jerry or something. It's just crazy. It doesn't make any sense.
It'd be fun to have Jerry moderate a debate.
It'd be great. Are you kidding me? So I can ask Justin about this in Milton's next week. Great. Next Wednesday, is that right? Hopefully.
Yes.
Okay. So that what day of the week? What show will be on that night?
Let's see.
That's a football bet show? Gambling show?
So you have Mondays, you have movie watch along, director's chair on Tuesdays, KMS bets.
Okay. That's Wednesdays. Okay, great.
Yep.
Fantastic. Be at this idiot with Milton's next week, a week from today. Hopefully. What the hell was that?
That was long squealing
Holy
tires.
Shit. Did you hear that?
I did, yes.
Is that the longest you ever heard in your life?
Yeah, that was pretty long.
What the hell was that? How can they
somebody burning rubber?
How can you brake for that long though?
Maybe they were accelerating.
We're going 200 miles. Oh, you think?
Yeah, they could have been just peeling out.
Was that sound that we were kind of waiting for the...
Yeah, crunch. Yeah.
Was it?
Crunch.
There's a lot of crunches there during these reads. Crunch is not really... Well, okay. Well, we know Milton's is always ready and open for all Minute fans. South Shore Plaza, Braintree, Chestnut Hill Square, Chestnut Hill Square, Chestnut Hill. Are the 2 stores. But then you go online to miltons.com and the whole world is yours. A couple of clicks of the button. And there they are. Beautiful buttons. 75% off and more on their biggest sale ever. Miltons, of course, is the first sponsor of me, the original one, numero uno. So if you want any of your male clothing needs, any men shopping needs for clothes, you go to Milton's and nowhere else if you're a Minute fan. That's a goddamn order. Calvin Klein, Ralph Lauren, Tommy Bahama, Johnny O, Vineyard Vines. They got the new stuff. Under Armour, Tommy John, Timberland shoes. You looking to pick anything up next week, Steve, or no?
I think so. I really like the long sleeves Tommy Bahama shirts.
Well, it's a perfect time of year for it.
Very comfortable, yeah.
Nice casual studio wear.
Yeah, when you're kind of in between the t-shirt and hoodie or jacket
weather,
it's nice to have a nice little long sleeved. And Tommy Bahama's, despite the tropical name, very comfortable.
I agree.
In this climate.
Yes, and I love the Johnny O. And Vineyard Vines, by the way, I love. Miltons.com. Check out the new brands and biggest sale ever page of Miltons. You'll be as comfortable in our store as you'll be in our clothes. South Shore Plaza, Braintree, Chestnut Hill Square, Chestnut Hill, or online at miltons.com. Do you want me to call this guy now or no?
Yep.
All right. Call Steven Hyden right now. Well, I'm telling you, I'm a huge fan of this guy, so I'll be eager to talk a little. Eddie Van Halen, it'll be nice to talk about him with somebody here tonight. It's a shame Mike's not here to add his perspective. Well, what?
Hello?
Hi, Steven. You're live to tape with Kirk Minahan.
Hi, how's it going?
Steven, how you doing?
I'm well. Do I sound okay?
You sound fine. Yeah. You good to go?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. First, before we get into any of this stuff, I mentioned this a few times on the podcast. I've tweeted out. I fucking love Rivals. I love it. I listened to it this morning when I was running. I listen to it every Wednesday. It's actually probably my favorite. I like it more than my podcast. It's my favorite podcast right now.
Oh my God, that's so nice of you to say. Thank you. I'm really glad to hear that.
I wonder, like, did you ever in your mind? So I've talked to it, so people listening know what I'm talking about. You must have had, when you did a list of them all, like obviously like Van Halen themselves, Van Halen versus Michael Anthony versus Van Halen versus Roth, of course, or Hagar. They're their own. Like you did 3 parts on CSNY, you could do 20 on Van Halen.
Yeah, we were actually talking about doing Van Halen at some point, before Eddie passed yesterday. So yeah, we'll definitely do, like you said, I think we could do a couple. There's obviously the David Lee Roth era, there are issues with him, and then Hagar is a whole other issue. And it's for as fun of a band as that is, there really was like a lot of behind the scenes drama, weirdly, with Van Halen. But it seems like that's true of every band, which is why that podcast, I think we'll be able to do it for a long time. There's no shortage of these types of conflicts out there.
So I grew up. So how old are you?
I'm 43.
Okay, so I'm 45. You're about, you're a couple years younger than me. So for me, like as a kid, as a sort of a 9, 10-year-old listening to top 40 music, like that was all I knew. Like I thought in 84, I was like, oh, here's Van Halen. They're just like Culture Club or, whoever. They're like this, I'm like, I didn't know about the past. So for me, it started with 1984 with Jump and I'll Wait and Panama. And then you go backwards. But what I kind of like about Van Halen is, like you said, like there's no, like their music was just always kind of fun. Like there was a lot of darkness going on, but like, I don't know anybody, I was saying at the start of the show today, I don't know anybody, there are people who hate, Dylan, there are people who hate the Stones, the Beatles. I don't know anybody who hates Van Halen.
No. And, to your point, I mean, you're totally right that in like the mid 80s, like around the time of that 1984 record, like Van Halen, they were a pop band. I mean, they were also, a hard rock, heavy metal band, and hard rock heavy metal fans loved them, but you didn't have to be a metal fan to be into Van Halen. And I think that's really like what makes them unique in the history of that kind of music. They really are, I think, the first metal band that's like purely fun.
Was there like was there at the time, was there like almost like, so like I'm just for some backs, like I'm a massive Springsteen fan, huge Springsteen fan. So like when Born in the USA came out, I know like guys like my uncle who were older, there was sort of this sellout attachment to Born in the USA, the album. It was so commercial. Did hardcore Van Halen fans feel that way about 1984 or no?
I think so. Although, again, we're around the same age, so that was the first record I heard too.
Right.
And some of my earliest memories of MTV are seeing Jump.
Yeah,
and Hot for Teacher, and like I was like way too young to be seeing Hot for Teacher.
Right,
6, 7 years old. But I love those songs. And to me, like I was listening to Michael Jackson and Madonna and Springsteen, all the big pop stars of that time that you saw on MTV. And like you said, like Van Halen, they just seemed like they were another flavor of that. I mean, they really were just this enormous band. That's the thing about it's weird right now because obviously if you love Van Halen, it's really sad that right now that Eddie Van Halen died. But then when you start listening to Van Halen music or you watch their videos, you can't really stay sad for very long. Like I've never been depressed listening to Van Halen. It always will like lift my spirits.
No, that's it.
Listening to that band.
That's it. Because like, for me, I said at the start of the show, so in like 84, 85, I could have taken a left or a right. I could have loved Van Halen for the rest of the way, or like Bruce. And because I'm a person who, had issues with my dad and deal with depression and stuff, I went with Bruce. Like there's no My Father's House with Van Halen. There's no Straight Time with Van Halen. It's just, it's Dancing Night Away and I'll Wait and Hot for Teacher. And that's okay too, but like, it's weird. Eddie Van Halen's clearly a guy, right? Who was a genius, had some real dark stuff, but it didn't really translate, unless I'm missing it, it didn't really translate musically. Like it was, I don't know if that's making sense or not.
No, I think you're right. I mean, I was thinking about this before you called, and just, thinking of the song like Running with the Devil,
right,
from the first Van Halen record. And, like if Black Sabbath had a song called Running with the Devil, it would be a song about evil and like the darkness of life. But when Van Halen does it, it's just about like, let's raise hell, let's have a good time. And that was the vibe of that band. And you're right. I mean, obviously I love Springsteen too. And to me, it's just like two different flavors. It's like if I want something a little more, I guess, substantial, or that's going to address like the heavy parts of my life, I'm going to listen to Bruce. But if it's like Friday night and I'm having a beer or something, like Van Halen really hits the spot, you know. So it kind of just depends on, I guess, what mood you're in at that particular moment. It
feels to me like Hagar was fine and everything, but in a weird way, I felt like Van Halen sort of stopped when Roth left the band. I know that they did a bunch of stuff, but it just, I don't know. It's I know it's the old debate. There's a clear line, but it's almost like in my mind, Eddie Van Halen's kind of slipped away in the last 20 years. I know he's had a lot of health issues, but I just feel like he was very, wasn't, unless I'm missing stuff, wasn't particularly prolific in the last 10 or 15 years.
No, I mean, Van Halen, I think they put out a comeback record with Roth.
With Roth,
like
yeah.
Like Different Kind of Truth. I think that was like late aughts. And other than that, they didn't put out any other records. I mean, the thing with the Hagar years is that they were like really successful during that time and sold millions of records and had hits. But I agree with you, and I think most people agree with that at this point, that if you're talking about Van Halen, it is about those first 6 records. And in a way, maybe with Van Halen, it's like it was hard for him to mature because those records, the great records that he made, to me, just embody like what it's like to be in your teens and 20s. You know, there's something that's just so carefree about that music. And I think with Hagar, they tried to, they had songs like Right Now, that were more philosophical in a way. And that's kind of cool, but it's like, do you really want that from Van Halen, or do you want Hot for Teacher? It's
right.
I think it's just harder for some, like, again, going back to Bruce, it was in a way easier for him to mature because, like, you want him to talk about what it's like to be in his 40s or his 50s, and you're turning to him for something maybe a little deeper with some more wisdom to it. Whereas with Van Halen, it's like, I just want to have fun, and it's like if they're getting philosophical, like I don't know if I really want this.
Well, plus Bruce was a lyricist, right? Like I don't think Eddie.
Right.
I don't know this, but my guess is Eddie, did the music, and I guess Roth did some. I don't even know.
No, he didn't write lyrics, but I think like when you listen to those later period Van Halen records, I think there was an attempt to also be more mature musically, where they weren't like, I think like the music that he was writing started to get a little moodier. Again, like that song Right Now, for instance, is like this piano-based song. It seems like it's a little more sort of self-consciously serious in a way that the early Van Halen records aren't. Those records, I think, which is what I love about them, they're not pretentious at all.
Well,
just like
that's a perfect word, because like when I think of, whether you like them, like, Zeppelin, the Doors, the Stones sometimes, certainly, like McCartney and Lennon, like all of a sudden Van Halen rolled in. I think you tweeted out the picture of him from the Panama video yesterday. They were so unpretentious in the early 80s in those videos, and they were Hot for Teacher in Panama, and they exploded when MTV exploded. If you said to me MTV, like Van Halen's one of the first or second groups I think of, and they were actually like making fun of themselves and having a good time where nobody else did that.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think, I said this yesterday, that's something that really stands out to me about Eddie Van Halen, because I think everyone recognizes how great of a musician he was and how he revolutionized guitar, and he was a real virtuoso. But unlike a lot of virtuoso level musicians, he didn't take himself seriously in terms of his public image. I mean, I think he took his music seriously,
right?
But it wasn't like he was playing music that was like self-consciously difficult or clinical or cold. He wrote really good pop songs, and was able to show off his technique in the context of that, which I find really endearing. I love the fact that he could kind of be both of those things, this consummate musician, but also kind of a goofball. It seems like that's like one of the things I think people really love about him and that band in general.
Yeah, and I mean, and the other huge thing, like just from a cultural perspective, is Beat It. Like it's hard to, as a kid in the 80s, the idea that they came, I'm like, Eddie Van Halen's playing on, and the stories he did it in one take, and he didn't take any money for it, and he changed a bunch of stuff, and Quincy Jones is like, yeah, I don't know, go ahead, go for it. Yeah,
that's insane to me. Yeah, I think most people know that he played the solo, and if you listen to it, it's like unmistakably Eddie Van Halen.
Definitely,
it's definitely him. But also the fact that he rearranged the song and like did it behind Michael Jackson's back apparently, and then Michael Jackson heard it and thought, "Oh, you actually made it better." Like I'm not upset about it. I mean, it's insane that he didn't get any money for that. Like you would think that Michael would have maybe kicked him a couple points off of that
song. It was a massive hit.
Like, massive hit. I mean, that obviously Eddie was doing all right financially, but I mean that would have been a huge windfall for him if he could have gotten paid for that. But and also, I mean, like from things that I've read about Eddie Van Halen, I'm not even sure like to what degree like he even knew who Michael Jackson was when he did that. Like it sounds like he wasn't all that hip to music. Like I don't think he like bought a lot of records. He said that like the last guitar player that he really studied was Eric Clapton, and then he didn't really pay attention to guitar players after that. So I don't know. There's something about him where it seemed like he was kind of in a bubble in a way, and maybe that's another reason why, like you were saying, he didn't do as much in the last 20 years. In some ways, maybe he kind of closed himself off a little too much, possibly. I don't know.
Well, it seemed like a lot of, between the Roth stuff, the Hagar stuff, getting rid of Michael Anthony, bringing his son in, it just seemed like there was a sort of endless tinkering too, though. Like his son was like 15 when he joined the band or something.
Yeah, I don't know. As someone who loves the original Van Halen, I always thought it was a little sad what they did to Michael Anthony. Totally. And I understand wanting to put your son in the band, and his son's a great musician too. But Michael Anthony just seems like the nicest guy in that band, and he was, his harmony vocals are such a huge part of their sound, and it's just too bad that wasn't a full-fledged Van Halen reunion because Michael Anthony wasn't involved. But yeah, I mean, that's just sort of like another weird thing in the background of that band. It just seemed like there was always some level of drama going on, especially after Roth left in the mid-'80s. It seems like the early years were fairly smooth, and then the next, 35 years were kind of crazy.
Are they the best example of a band that's defined by somebody who's not their lead singer?
Yeah, I mean, well, there's Santana, I guess, would be another example. Carlos Santana doesn't sing.
Yeah, Jay Giles, I guess, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean, but yeah, definitely. I mean, it's interesting with Van Halen because the original version of that band, I mean, David Lee Roth is a huge part of that band.
Oh, massive! Yeah. And I mean, as a kid for me in the '80s, like I remember when David Lee Roth, I'm sure you remember David Lee Roth came back like that one time when they gave away an award at the MTV Awards in like the mid '90s. Remember that it was a total disaster and they broke up. Remember there was rumors they're going to come back together, and they interviewed Eddie Van Halen for it, and he was like ripping Roth. I remember watching it. I was like, I don't think I've ever seen Eddie Van Halen like speak except for once or twice. For me, it was all Roth as a kid. Roth was like this just consuming, just like river of sound that just swallowed the band.
Yeah, and I mean, clearly, I think Eddie and his brother Alex, they came to really be annoyed by David Lee Roth, which on some level is understandable. I mean, I get why that would be the case.
Yeah,
but really, it's too bad. I mean, because the way I was listening to a bunch of Van Halen, getting ready to talk to you, and Eddie Van Halen, his guitar playing, he could really play off of David Lee Roth's vocals like in a really cool way. Like they're really, it's weird to describe guitar playing as witty, but there would be like little, like David Lee Roth would say something. It was almost like a call and response thing sometimes, where David Lee Roth would sing something and Eddie Van Halen would do like kind of like a funny little sound on his guitar, almost like a rim shot, but playing it on his guitar. And it's just part of the magic of that early band, that makes it so infectious because you feel like these guys, even if they weren't maybe friends behind the scenes, they just seem like a bunch of buddies who are, drinking and having a good time and they're playing in a rock band. And it's just so infectious. And you don't really get that with Sammy Hagar. I mean, Hagar was just more of a serious, guy, relatively more of a conventional rock singer.
You know,
like where Ross isn't really a singer.
Yeah,
he's like a hype man.
It just felt, it felt like with Hagar, it just felt like corporatized almost. Like here's a couple, here's some, like, like you said, Right Now, or what's this? Why Can't This Be Love? Like they were fine, but I was like, this could be Sammy Hagar with like a good backup band. Like it didn't feel as loose.
Right, and it's more of like I mean, obviously Hagar can sing circles around Ross on a technical level.
Right.
Like he's a better singer, but like he's not the right singer for Van Halen. Like it was, like you said, it kind of just made them sound more generic when he was a singer. Whereas with Ross, I think combination of his antics and, again, he didn't really sing. He kind of had this like almost like talk, rap, singing thing going on, playing off of Van Halen's guitar. It's just a totally unique thing. And you take him out, and even as great as Eddie Van Halen's guitar playing is, they're just not as unique of a rock band. They're just sort of like a lot of other 80s rock bands at that point.
So I'm a casual at best Radiohead fan, but I can read this book if that's not the case, right?
I think so. The thing about the book is that obviously it's talking a lot about Radiohead, but I was also really interested in just talking about the era, like the end, like the turn of the century.
Yep.
Which was a very fascinating time. And, there's a lot of other things in there about just like music at the time, music culture and like rock music, how that changed. And there's like things in there about Strokes and like Linkin Park and like movies that were coming out at the time, and kind of putting Radiohead in the context of that. And, if you're not a huge Radiohead fan, maybe this book will at least give you a little bit more of an appreciation for it. And there's also a lot of jokes in it. I think it's funnier than like Radiohead usually is.
Right.
At least that's what I'm told. So if you think that Radiohead's sort of a self-serious fan, you'll probably laugh reading my book more than you would listening to Radiohead. Okay.
And as a huge Springsteen fan, there's going to be no Springsteen Rivals episode because he's kind of like there's nobody. Who's it gonna?
No, exactly. I was thinking about that.
Boring. It's almost boring. No.
Yeah, I mean,
Springsteen versus Mike Appel. I mean, I'm not. I don't think I'm feeling it. I don't know.
That would be it. Yeah, that might be. But even they became
the buddies at the end. Yeah, right. Yeah.
And the thing with Bruce is that he is on one level universally beloved. I think especially now he's like this national monument.
Yeah,
really. I mean, everyone loves Springsteen.
Right.
But on the other level, like he's a loner too. Like he for a lot of his career. Even like with the E Street Band, I don't really feel like he hung out with those guys. I guess other than like Steven Van Zandt, like they were buddies,
right?
But like from a creative standpoint, and he writes a lot about this in his book. That he was like a lone wolf, for like a long time in his career, like where he would just go off on long drives and
he'd go up in the mountains, and, right? And motorcycles. And it's weird. He's 71. He's made hundreds of millions of dollars. You can tell, like, he's still searching. Like, he's still not in some. I know he's happy in some ways, but you can tell just listening to his music, he's not there yet.
No, did you get a chance to see Springsteen on Broadway?
I did. Yeah. Unbelievable.
It was so crazy seeing that show. Like, first of all, I got hooked up big time for that. A publicist got me in fourth row center seat.
Nice.
So I was like, I'm like, this is as close as I'll ever get to Bruce probably in my life. And I remember early in the show, he starts playing My Hometown on the piano.
Yeah.
And I just instantly got choked up because the performance was beautiful, but like, I think just the sound of his unamplified voice, like where I don't think he had a microphone. I think he was just singing. And it's like, I was just so, every other time I've seen Bruce, it's been in an arena with the E Street Band. He's like howling over a band.
Right.
And now it was like Bruce is right in front of me singing unamplified. I'm getting chills just thinking about it right now. It was
same with me from my.
It was so emotional.
Same with me from my father's house. My father's house at that. I mean, it's the same. Yeah, it's why I like the Devils and Dust tour and the Joe tour. Getting to go to those so much. It's intimate. But I'm going to give you. because I love the documentary so much. You got to do, for me, I'm giving, as a Rivals, I promoted Rivals a lot. You got to give me an Eagles episode, please, because that is a great, that is just, that could almost be a season. That could almost be its own podcast.
Oh, believe me. Believe me. Yeah, I mean, I love that movie too. And yeah, that would be another multiple one. I mean, there's so many that like,
it never ends.
We're just savoring, I think, that like, that we haven't done yet, that we're just saving for at some point. But yeah, like that. And like, I'm really excited at some point to talk about Jagger and Richard.
Oh, for sure.
I think that's multiple
Right.
episodes. Yeah, but yeah, the Eagles are, that whole movie.
It's great.
It's incredible.
I've watched it 45,000 times. I know every line in the movie. I'm serious. My brother and I will text each other lines from it almost every day. I was obsessed with it for like a year. I love how angry everybody is. They're so corporate. They're so joyless. I take such pleasure in it. It's wonderful. It's just so bizarre.
Can you swear on this podcast?
Yeah. Oh, of course. Yeah.
Just like that part of the beginning where they're like, shit don't float.
Shit don't float. They go right into life in the fast lane. Yes, exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
They're in the back of the limousine drinking beer, and they're like, we're at the top of the mountain. It gets pretty windy up here. Led Zeppelin did it, or the Led Zeppelin.
The Led Zeppelin. Yes.
Yeah. Just the way Henley says that. Yeah.
Fantastic.
It's so good. Yeah, it's like only Joe Walsh comes off well, really.
Yeah,
I got Timothy B.
Yeah, I feel kind of bad for Felder, but I'm sure it's a complicated story, but I don't know. But
he's like crying at the end.
He's like weeping at the end.
He's breaking down.
It's great. But yeah, the podcast is great. I'm going to read the book. This Isn't Happening, Radiohead's Kid A in the Beginning of the 21st Century. And hopefully, anytime you want to come on, you're promoting anything, or we can get you back on to talk about music. I'd appreciate it.
Yeah, we'll just recite the whole Eagles documentary next time. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
Absolutely. That first year was a little lost, but somewhere along the way, Joe found himself when he's talking about that corporate reunion. Like, it's just Glenn Fry who came across like every bullying. When you watch that documentary, I'm like, I could see why Cameron Crowe cast him in that role in Jerry Maguire. It's the greatest casting of all time, in a way.
He's like, 90% of the time, being in the Eagles was a fucking blast.
There you go. Exactly. All right, Steven.
He's like not smiling, just grim.
No, yeah, there's no joy to it. None. All right, well, thanks for coming on. We'll talk to you.
Thanks, dude.
All right,
appreciate it.
See you, man. Thanks. All right, that's Steven Hyden, who's got his book coming out. I like him. I love you. You can tell, Steve, I like that podcast.
Yeah, you guys get along.
Yes. Maybe most listeners won't like it. I don't know. I never know. I like talking music once in a while.
I think the listeners like what you like. I think there's a lot of listeners who like talking about music.
Yeah, well, I'm sure you were into it.
Yeah.
It's weird. You're not having that conversation. Yesterday, you had a million things to say.
What the fuck am I supposed to ask him?
What's that guy's name yesterday?
Soroff.
Yeah. How, did he respond
Not
to you?
interested. No, not
interested.
No, not even a no thanks, just a no response. Yeah.
We pitched the debate.
Yeah, I texted him afterwards. I was like, "Hey, thanks for coming on. The Minifans loved it. That was great." And he was like, "My pleasure!" exclamation point. And I said, "Hey, do you want to do this?" And just no response. So I think he's a man about town. I think he's a little.
I saw that. He's royalty, right?
Yeah, I think he's a little
hoity-toity,
too cool for school, maybe.
Maybe he's like a nobody though.
Yeah, well, he's a somebody.
I know he's friends with Mitt. Oh no, yeah, the famous. What did he say about Mitt Romney?
Well, he's an infamous Mitt Romney gadfly.
What did he call him?
He called him the almost lifelike Mitt Romney. More than once, mind you.
That's where it takes balls. The third or fourth time you do that, you're going all in.
Yeah, because Mitt Romney is known for extracting vengeance on people who criticize him.
How many times did I call Aaron Andrews a bitch? Just once, and I was like, "Fuck it, I'm out. I am not. I'm not doing it. I'm going to apologize 50,000 times for this guy." Triples down.
Proud of it.
Almost lifelike?
Almost lifelike Mitt Romney.
Did he say those? He's like, don't forget, I'm the guy who called. Who could forget that famous battle back and forth?
Well, he did go to Duke,
I've heard of it. He did ask me. I, in fact, heard of it. Or what was the other one? Decades? Was he like, do you know what decades are?
Oh, yes.
It's a series of 10 years. Oh, I didn't know that. All right, we'll take a few calls to get out of here, unless I'm missing anything, Steve.
The president is averaging about a tweet every 5 minutes this morning.
Jeez.
He's saying,
Steven Hyden's my new best friend, by the way.
He's saying that the Democrats are trying to start a new Holocaust in New York.
Mm-hmm.
He wants Hillary locked up.
Okay.
Apparently, him saying we're no longer negotiating on a stimulus bill. That's officially withdrawn. I'm not sure what's going on here.
He's very into the Russia thing today in the last couple of days, too. He's very back into that.
Yeah, well, see, the thing is...
Can I tell you, I don't care. The Russia thing's confusing and the muddle, and nobody knows. Just run. You've declared victory enough. Get away. Who even cares about that anymore?
So I think that there's a bunch of things that do need to be declassified, but the time to do that was 2 years ago. Now it just looks like desperation. Like there is a lot that we don't know about what the Obama administration did to set up Trump, but it's too late now to try and get to the bottom of it. What he's basically done is guaranteed that there's going to be a cloud hanging over the transition as some of these documents are declassified.
Yeah, I don't even get it. Jesus, I don't know. All right, we'll take a couple of calls. That's annoying. Oh, Dan's going to do tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning, okay.
Yeah.
All right, great. Madawaska news.
I saw that bump.
Looks like we're up to
75 whole people there.
We're up to like step 2 of phase 4 of subsection A of the main reopening plan. So
which will change, and they'll go back in like 3 weeks.
Yeah, of course. Like if we did Madawaska today, we could have 75 people.
75 people, I would do the show. We could do 75 people, don't you think?
I think so, yeah.
Don't you mean, it's half that audience?
Yeah.
It was crowded in there with 150.
Yeah, 75 people.
75, plenty of room in that place.
$500 a ticket. Yeah, we can make that work.
In that huge room, 75 people can spread all around. You won't even be near anybody in that place.
Zero chance of transmission.
I'm going to bring somebody in there who I know has coronavirus just to prove that you can't be spreading a room that big. What do you think of that statement?
I don't like it.
Okay, well, I'm just giving
I think there might be some liability issues. What are we going to do about masks?
What is Maine? What are you talking about? Masks?
Yeah, it's Maine, but the population of people there are going to be from like a cross section of the United States.
That's true. Well, I mean, you think you should have masks on during the show?
Well, I don't think we should wear masks.
No, I know.
I don't think
they.
I think it's probably going to be required unless they're eating.
Well, you have food, right? I guess we can't do a buffet though, can we?
Probably not.
How are we going to do this? How are they going to eat?
BYOF. Everybody goes through the drive-thru at McDonald's and brings their own bag of food.
Bring your own Rick's. BYOR. Bring your own Rick's pizza. I guess. I don't know.
Harrison did send me another set of mock-ups. I think you'll like these merch ideas. I think we're going to get to some,
my son.
No, Harrison the intern.
Oh,
I think we're going to get to some good Kirk approved merch.
Yeah,
something that people will wear.
They were good yesterday, but they weren't quite. They weren't quite there.
Yeah, I think he took your feedback and came up with some good ideas. They're in your email if you want to check with them. I'll text them to you too.
Yeah, text them. Look at my email.
978.
Trump is on. Hold on. Trump is on the fucking crazy today.
Yes.
Joseph A. Wolfson. Do you know him? He's got a blue check mark and he's from Fox News. Or he says Fox News on. Biden raises eyebrows after telling these beautiful young ladies he wants to see them dancing when they're 4 years older. Trump quote tweets, "He's been a wacko for years, and everyone knows it. The lamestream media is stuck with him, and they are just now trying to clean up his act. Notice how all of the bad things, like his very low IQ, are no longer reported. Fake news, #MAGA."
I'm interested in how they're no longer reported, because did I miss the NBC special report on Biden's low IQ? Is that ever a report?
Do we know what his IQ is?
Well, yeah, according to him, it's higher than anybody else's.
That's true. I know. Well, higher than that one guy's.
Yeah.
Not everybody else's.
Most people, though.
That is a Trump who's seeing numbers I don't think he likes to see. Internal numbers.
Whatever could you mean?
I'm just saying that does not.
He tweets to Ari Fleischer 38 seconds ago. Ari, the media is corrupt, just like our Democrat-run ballot system is corrupt. Look what's happening with fake, missing, and fraudulent ballots all over the country. ? Vote.
He's going to handle losing very well if it happens, I think. Very well. Are they loaded up?
They are loaded up.
Let's talk to the people, shall we? After an interesting morning. We danced all around the place, talked a little music, talked about everything. Stayed at Barstool Radio. What else did we talk about, Steve? Katie Hill.
Yeah, Elizabeth Moss.
Elizabeth Moss. Yes, one of those shows. Hello.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Minahan.
Good morning.
Yes, this is Kenneth Claims over at the Auto Insurance Agency. How are you doing this morning?
How are you, sir?
I'm doing well.
Good.
Mr. Minahan, as you know, we represent you as well as the other gentleman that was involved in the incident.
Let me ask, Mr. Claims, may I ask you a question, sir, before you get into your thing?
Of course.
Why,
of course.
Why wouldn't you just call my number? Like, why do you call in and take a chance you may not get through and call the show? Why wouldn't you just talk to me about this?
Well, truthfully, sir, we thought it would be in everyone's best interest if we get everybody on sort of a conference call here. So I do have the other gentleman on the line.
Now I guess I have my answer.
Here.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead. Yes. Go ahead.
And he's here, and he has some things to say to you.
All right.
We hope that you could entertain it. Well, we should all be on the call.
Look. Here's the thing. Okay, I'm not changing my story. I know what happened, but I'm willing to listen and have the conversation. That's all I can give you. Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna
patch
unmute him now and let him speak.
Okay, go ahead.
Minahan, how you not see my brinker?
No, again, I don't want to go over. Nice to talk to you again, sir. You seem like a nice enough guy.
I get a lawyer.
You can get a lawyer if you want. I went over this. I was why?
Curtatone Roya, I'm suing you. Curtatone Roya, suing.
Lemmy
you.
Keston, is that his name, Steve?
Yes.
Okay, well, he'll take it. Again, I'm gonna give me a second. I'm gonna make this clear. I made this clear a month ago. By the way, my car's still not fucking fixed yet because of you idiot. You took a fucking right into my car. I don't care if you had your fucking blinker on or not. It is not relevant to what happened. Can you just tell me? Can you say yes? Can you agree for once? For once, just agree with me on that.
No. I tried to come in your rain. I put a blinker on to come in the rain.
This is not what happened. This is not what happened. This is not that you did. Actually, you know what? He's right. He did try to come to my lane. I didn't see it. I said at the time of the accident, shut the fuck up. Shut up. Fuck you. I said at the time of the accident, I can see that you had your blinker on, though I did not see that. It doesn't matter. You took a right into me. You went into my lane.
I get Curtatone Roya because I sue you because you scare my wife. I sue you for everything.
Well, fuck your stupid wife.
Studio, everything.
Fine. No, I dare you. I fucking dare you. What?
Okay. I'm coming for you, Minahan. I take everything.
Good. Bring it on, bitch. Bring it on.
That's it.
Bring it on. Fuck you. Hang up. Fuck you.
Fuck you too, Minahan.
Fuck you.
So was it that intense on
95? No. I mean, it was getting it, but I mean, what is up with this guy?
Well, clearly he doesn't want to have to pay for the damages to your Mercedes.
But we agree, but the insurance company, it's done. It's already done. They're paying for it.
Well, maybe they handed him a bill that he didn't like.
Yeah, but he has a deductible, I would think, right?
Yeah, but the deductible means that he has to pay.
Well, I know, but he has to pay for the entire, it's probably $400 or $500 or something.
Well, maybe it's higher than that. He doesn't want to pay. Maybe
maybe
he's living to budget to budget. Maybe he's or month to month. Maybe he's heard the show. He knows you got big pockets.
You believe me, right?
I do.
Okay,
absolutely.
Well, fine. Good.
I mean, just putting your blinker on doesn't give you a right to go into whatever lane you want.
It does not. Thank you. Oh, we loaded up?
They are.
So that guy pissed. I fucking hate that guy. Yeah, hello.
Hey, Kirk, big fan.
Hey, one second, buddy. Yeah, hang on. Are you interested in this Radiohead book or no?
I would be interested in reading it just to kind of.
I like this guy though.
Expand, but yeah, he sounds cool.
I'm gonna buy his book.
Yeah, I might be interested in reading it just because he says it's it's a period piece, that kind of thing, and to learn. But like,
I don't love Radiohead.
No, I had a roommate in college who listened to a lot of Radiohead, and it just kind of sounded like noise to me.
He's right though. Very self-serious. I don't know, but yeah. But go ahead, buddy. What's up? What do you got?
Hey, Kirk. Just want to say, love you guys. You guys get me through. Been in the hospital for a couple of weeks now.
What's going on?
Blood clots, and you guys
blood
are great.
clots.
I have blood clots.
How old are you?
Yeah. Just turned 40.
40. What? So how did you start? What happened? How'd you start feeling symptoms, or what goes on with that?
Well, no, I actually ended up in the hospital because I ate a bad oyster, and in my time in the hospital, I developed blood clots. I knew I had a blood clot because I couldn't breathe.
Is it in your lung?
Oh shit!
Having chest pains.
Yeah, that's fucking scary. So you're still there right now, or no?
Yeah.
Where are you?
Yeah. Mass General.
Mass General. Okay.
Where'd the bad oyster come from?
Yeah.
Let's not get too specific, Steve.
Came from a hotel in Gloucester.
Ooh, Jesus, should be fresh there, I would think.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. No more oysters for me ever.
No, I would say no. But yeah, what's up? Jeez, hang in there. What's going on?
Nothing. Just trying to get better and just love you guys. You guys are great. Get me through the day, every day being in here, and you guys are awesome.
All right, man. Hey, good. Keep us updated. All right. Jeez.
Definitely will. Thanks, guys.
All right. Thank you.
Man, I thought the worst thing that happens if you get a bad oyster is you throw up or get the shits.
Well, blood clots are fucking scary.
Yeah.
Jesus. Yeah, I've heard. So probably his lung, right?
Well, that's what he said. Yeah. Pulmonary.
Jesus.
Hey,
Hey, guys. How's it going?
Hello. They load up, Steve?
They're loaded up.
All right. Good morning. Who am I speaking to?
This is Charles at Southie. I was just wondering if you guys are going to catch season 2 of Bob Hart's Abishola.
We talked about this yesterday. I mean, the ratings went up during the season, so I suspect the show got really good as the year went on. I would think.
That's your suspicion?
Yes. Well, America, you could tell, kind of got, sometimes these shows, people start saying they find their stride. This happens.
So we know basically, we watched the first, 2 episodes?
Yeah, he was a stalker.
Okay, so you got the idea. So tell me how the show unfolded after the first 2 episodes that we watched.
Maybe it turned into a drama. Maybe the whole thing was a complete, maybe the FBI was watching them. Maybe they were terrorists.
Immigration fraud?
Could be immigration fraud. There's a lot of things could have happened. I don't know.
Abishola is like a Nigeria mafia queen.
Who knows? Maybe Bob is, I have no idea. I don't know. But yeah, yes, I'll watch the premiere episode of season 2. Probably not, but Are you a fan of it? Did he hang up, Steve?
Yep.
Oh, okay. I might want to have a conversation with me. I like talking to him. Go fuck himself. What the fuck? He's that fucking guy. Hello, what do you want?
Kirk, you totally undersold Lucky Town last week.
How did I undersell Lucky Town last week? Why don't you tell me how much I undersold or oversold the fucking Bruce Springsteen album I've listened to 10 million times? Go ahead. Go ahead. Let me get another criticism from another fucking asshole. It's unbelievable. I got this one guy who's fucking ramming into me. I got this other guy. Why can't everybody be like the Oyster guy? Why I want what I would love is for every Minute fan to go wherever that fucking hotel was in Gloucester and shove these oysters out their fucking face. Go ahead. What do you want?
Top 3 most underrated album. That's all I'm going to say.
It's a good album. I didn't say it was a bad album. I said I liked it. I liked it better than Human Touch.
You said you didn't. Well, Human Touch is the worst album. Anyways, I have a question for you and a question for Steve.
Souls of the Departed's on Lucky Town, right?
Sorry?
Souls of the Departed's on Lucky Town, right?
Yeah. Better Days, If I Should Fall Behind, Beautiful Reward.
I know. I'm trying to remember.
And don't tell me you don't cry when you hear Living Proof.
I like Living Proof better from the Devils and Dust version that you played. You know what I'm saying? I actually don't love the what's a good Souls of the Departed version on YouTube is when he did it with Neil Young at the Vote for Change tour. Listen to that.
I'll check it out.
All right, go ahead. What was the question?
So I called a couple weeks ago and challenged you to do your California stand-up routine. So I was wondering what the update on that is and if it's related to Sacco falling through.
Oh, you mean the sequel? You're saying the Sacco sequel?
I don't know if you're scared you'll bomb worse than Mike.
That's not a concern of mine. I may bomb as badly. I don't think I could do worse. I have a couple of jokes. Yes, you will hear these jokes sometime in the next 6 months. How's that?
Fair.
Yes. Anything else?
And then my question. A question for Steve. When you're with your in-laws, what excuse do you give them when you run off to the bathroom at 8 p.m. to watch Tucker on your phone?
I don't watch a lot of Tucker, actually.
Ooh, that's a shot at your friend, Tucker. Our friend Tucker Carlson.
I watch his clips. I watch him online sometimes, but I don't have cable. I'm a cord cutter, so I'm not regularly conditioned to watch.
So you don't watch when you're at home with your lib wife?
No.
And I'm assuming she's the one that has the hand in the relationship because she dragged you to a BLM march.
Oh yeah, what was that? Wait, I didn't follow up on there. You went to a Black Lives Matter march?
Yeah, I did in Jamaica Plain.
Is that a lie or no?
No, I went.
When?
When the big JP march was happening. I think it was.
Did you do it just to watch or did you participate?
No, I don't like the government killing people.
So what did you? Well, I don't either, Steve. But I mean, did you?
As simple as that.
Okay, have you gone to one subsequently?
There haven't been any others in JP, no.
So you're okay with them. So now you're okay with them killing people.
No, there's a big demonstration happening in JP.
Well, there's other towns where they have these marches. If you care so much about it, you should maybe.
I don't care that much.
Okay.
Like if they're gonna make it very easy for me to just open my front door and show that I oppose the government killing people, I'm going to join.
Ziggy, this is Ziggy, correct?
Well, Ziggy was there.
Yeah, yes.
He was?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
This was Ziggy's first march.
It's weird. I'm talking to Ziggy on the phone. I'm talking to you, and there's a Ziggy in your studio right now.
There is, yes. Ziggy could tell you all about it. I had a little gay pride onesie on him.
Do you believe that Steve was at that march, Ziggy?
I believe it because he doesn't have good instincts to bring it up on the show. I figured it's something you'd want to bring up on the show for content.
But that's a rattle. That's the kind of thing. That's the kind of thing you lie about in a rattled argument, though. They try and score points, though, too.
That's true.
I don't know. I don't know.
See, I wouldn't bring it up on the show because it's like, ooh, I'm virtue signaling. Like,
well, that's what it was. I mean,
of course it was. Yeah, in that moment. But I'm just saying, like, unsolicited.
No, that you went.
He specifically asked me, "Have you been at those protests?" And I said, yes.
Did you initiate? If you lived by yourself, would you have gone to that march?
Probably not, because I wouldn't have known about it because I don't use Facebook, and I think my wife found out about it because she was on Facebook.
So if you lived by yourself and you saw it, you would have gone.
I don't know.
Did you hold anybody's hand?
Maybe not.
Did you chant anything?
I was holding my dog. No, they did some chants. There were some chants that I couldn't get behind. But
like what? Like defund the police?
Yeah, defund the police. There were like anti-Republican chants. There were people holding signs that said all cops are bastards. I mean, it was an interesting sociological experience, but on the whole, it was peaceful, positive. The cops handled it well.
Okay. Anything else, Ziggy?
Just a plug for my man, Jonathan Soroff. You need to be in once a week.
Well, we'll find out. Thanks for the call. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't seem like Joso is going to play along here.
It doesn't seem like it. I thought we ended the interview playfully. But.
Yeah, I didn't get the sense he was particularly playful. I mean, I was trying, but
No, but he was fun. He was joking around. And he hung in. He didn't hang up.
You know what?
If someone has an adversarial interview and they don't hang up, I consider that as playing along.
I've done this a lot, though, Steve. You know he's going to miss in a couple of days? He's going to miss the buzz.
The social media attention. He was having fun going back and forth with
you at one point, wasn't he?
Yes, and my man Vigilance Dave. I couldn't leave him out there fighting for me.
Yeah, number one Robba fan, former number one Minna fan. Yeah, once my number one guy. He's way down the charts right now.
Why?
Because he's more of a your guy. He's I can't. He's made his choice. I respect it. He's chose you. So right now I have him below. He's like one spot below. It's like DEC right now on my list. If I'm being fair. All right. They loaded up.
They are.
All right. Hello.
Kirk.
Yes.
You know, I love golf. It was Joey Peeps. I picked him out of the chorus. Schooled him those years. He was my driver. May you rest in peace.
Uh-huh.
When they go, come on, huh? There was a little Carmine behind it. Payback for that whore. He was fucking Lorraine Caluso.
You do not like Little Carmine. You do not like Little Carmine, Johnny.
The fucking girl on that man. His father must be spinning. Shake his hand, and he kisses the kid's mother. That fucking cocksucker. I should fucking kill him, his fucking wife, and your cousin next.
Well, Little Carmine's dad, I understand, got very religious at the time of his death, though, didn't he, or no? Am I wrong?
Do you remember Mickey Farrell? Dock worker used to run Port Newark. Guess who we saw on the Upper West Side the other night? Your fucking cousin Tony.
Yeah, that was not good.
He was spotted 3 blocks away. I'm waiting for your explanation, Tony.
Watch the show. Because somebody's listening to the show.
I swear on my mother, Tony. If I find out you're lying.
Uh-huh. Anything else, John?
Fucking knew it. They got little hookers giving little blowjobs.
You know what? Thank you for the call, John. We'll talk to you later. You know what I want to hear from next, maybe, John, is Arthur Bucco, restaurateur, maybe. I was just thinking if somebody's listening to this show for the first time today and they've never watched The Sopranos, that must be a very strange phone call.
I would think so, yeah.
Yeah, I would think.
Well, not anymore because you explained it.
Well, I'm saying up until that moment. Yeah. They're still loaded up?
They are.
I was calling. For some reason, I know I'm getting older. The place in Framingham was not called Blue Planet, right? It was Red 13?
Red 13.
Okay, I was calling it Blue Planet earlier.
Ooh, maybe you're having Mandela effect.
What do you mean?
You know how earlier in the week we had the call from Mike from the Parallel Universe? Maybe your brain is like glimpsing over to a parallel universe where they decided to call it Blue Planet.
Is that Nelson Mandela?
Yes, it's named after Nelson Mandela.
What did he do there in that?
There's a lot of people who have share a widespread fake memory of Nelson Mandela, of him. I think giving like some kind of speech.
Oh,
or something.
yes.
Mandela effect is like
yes.
The movie was Sinbad,
right?
The movie was Sinbad where he plays a genie. Do you remember that?
I don't.
Well, then you're not experiencing the Mandela effect because there are like millions of people who think that there was this movie where Sinbad played.
Oh, yes. I've read it. Okay, yes. But that makes sense. I could see that movie, though. I mean, it seems like a horrible movie that shouldn't have happened. Yeah.
It does.
Yeah. All right. Hello.
Hey, Kirk. It's Trader Tim and Stevie Stocks.
Hello, how are you?
Sound a little down.
Yeah, what's wrong, Trader Tim?
Not good.
Oh, jeez. What's going on? How's bachelor life? How's the apartment?
We might have fucked up.
Not good. We went off for the Randolph and Mortimer Duke economic investment strategy.
That's not good.
And,
That's not
we
good.
went all in on Regal Cinemas. Didn't pan out so well.
That seemed like a good buy low prospect
right now.
Yeah, seemed like movie theaters are a good time to buy in.
What we're gonna.
Well, we have a new model that really shook up the stock market. It was buy high, sell low, and save yourself some money. So the theory was, buy it for $1, sell it for 50 cents. You're actually saving 50 cents.
I'm not sure that seems like a flawed strategy.
Didn't work out so well, but hey,
one at a time, boys.
Listen, we're going a different route now.
Okay.
We're doing 2 Gary-inspired novels right now. I'm going to give you mine first. I don't know, maybe you can help me out, Kirk. It's either label it a self-help book or a travel guide.
Sure.
It's how to turn a mass shooting into a massive amount of wealth. I'm going to go with that one.
That's not bad. I would say, Steve, I would call it mass shooting, mass wealth. Don't you think, Steve?
Yeah. It's less wordy.
Yeah. I would say turning bullets into bucks.
Bullets to bucks. That's good.
Bullets to bucks is good. Yeah. Go ahead.
Very good.
Thank you.
Mine's more of a biography. It's The Layabout, a story of failure and compensation.
I don't think that's. Just first time you pitched that one to your partner, or no? Shouldn't Steve already heard that title if you guys are working together?
Well, these are going to be these are going to be a series. So these are just the first few. We got to change it up since the last time we stepped outside together from the apartment. Our own friggin' kids egged us. So things aren't working out like we planned. We figured we could do this series with Mike about Mike, but we also had something else we wanted to ask. I'm going to let Steve ask because he's the one who's more influential.
Sure.
Yeah, you are. It sounds like you're hiring. Everyone's been asking for a job.
Evidently.
What do you got for us, I mean,
well,
we're willing to accept perpetuity dollars if you got them. What do you got?
Steve, Steve's the business side of the operation.
Yeah, well, I mean, can you come clean the bathroom, Steve?
Well, here's the thing. We can actually move into that fucking apartment that you guys broadcast.
We don't need
an apartment, but, okay. Yeah, we have a couple of spare rooms if you'd like. We can...
There's no shower, there's no kitchen, and rent is $2,000 a month.
Well, we can make a deal with these guys. If are you guys willing to be filmed for 48 hours in a room if you move in?
Let's just say I'm pretty sure there's been some filming going on already in the apartment.
That's that's true.
747 that was landed a couple weeks ago that'll be used.
Well, Steve, here's the deal. For you to get full forgiveness, you and Tim for a weekend, 48 hours in one of these rooms, locked in, no bathrooms. You got to shit, you got to piss, you got to jerk off in front of each other, and then you're fully forgiven.
You'll forgive me if I do that.
Yes. Oh, yes.
I'll do that.
You'll do that. You're in. You're in.
I'm in.
Okay.
I'm in.
You got that, Steve?
I got it.
Okay. So Steve's going to be shitting on the floor. You're comfortable with that?
Well, I get a bucket.
That's true. Yeah. You're okay shitting in the bucket? I know you are, but
Done it plenty of times, and I'm not afraid to do it again. Not a big deal whatsoever.
Okay, good.
In fact, I'll up it. Leave us a kitty litter box, and we'll take care of our business in there.
Done. All right. Good luck.
No issue.
All right, boys. I think we're going to do that, Steve.
Why do I have the feeling like I'm going to be buying kitty litter?
I have the feeling you're going to be scooping shit as well. Again. Well, look, is it Mar-a-Lago? No, but it's a job. It pays the bills. Pays the bills. Now that you're, BLM Steve.
Yeah, no kidding.
Who knew? Are they still loaded up?
They are.
All right, that's a big. So Steve is going to do that. That's an acceptable punishment, wouldn't you say?
I think so. Yeah.
For spilling. So which room in your mind? It's got to be the worst room.
Well, I think that little side room, the one with the do not disturb sign on it.
Too bad there's a window.
We also want it as far away from here as possible in case there's some indelible smells.
That's true.
We don't want anything wafting down the hallway while we're trying to do the show.
I almost want Steve to be in there if they ever actually tape something. He just can't say anything. He's just shitting and pissing while Will and Courtney Fallon are doing that hideous podcast. But who knows? All right. Yeah, hello.
Hey, it's Brian from Rhode Island. How you doing? Hola.
Brian who?
Brian from Rhode Island.
Oh, hello, Brian.
Question for you, Turkey.
You can ask.
Hey, did you ever figure out why I kept on getting muted on your Periscope?
Oh, was that you? No, I don't understand that.
Yeah.
I don't know. As I'm sure you could tell from my past experiences, I'm not exactly a Periscope master, but I will take a look at it. Yes.
First time was 2 minutes. Second time was 5 minutes. And then the third time, I think, was another 5 mintes. And I was like, what the fuck?
I was not. I could tell you, Brian, it was not no nefarious act. I will try and fix it next time, buddy.
All good podcast, Jesus. Steve, I got a question for you.
Yeah, what's up, man?
Do you listen to Quantum Week?
Yeah.
Shit. They totally shit all over Bicentennial Man today.
Oh.
They destroyed.
Well, I might have to not listen to that episode then.
You have to continue your streak of not listening to Well, that's good.
They destroyed it.
Well, I mean, there's a terrible movie. I mean, right, Steve?
Oh, yeah.
I can't believe they wouldn't at least invite me on to defend it.
Oh, it was like a bloodbath they gave.
They tend to have more pedestrian tastes anyways, so I would.
Well, I mean, yeah, they're not deeper thinkers like you are, for sure. All right, we'll take a couple more. They're still loaded up?
They are.
Steven? Yes, they are.
Hey, Kirk.
Hello.
Hey, Kirk, 2 movie questions, if I could.
Boy, Trump, 1 second. Trump is, I mean, this is like
is he still going?
All caps, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-line tweet.
I'm thinking maybe my text message to you over the weekend about the steroids might have a little bit more validity.
Well, I got plenty of medical people saying that wasn't true.
That dexamethasone doesn't lead to mania?
Yeah.
It's not 100% of the time, but in some people it does. And you can't argue that he's been a little bit more aggressive.
Is there a fight that you care, like, that you would want to support less than these people at the Ring are trying to get a union? Like, is there anything you could care about? They're coordinating a group right now. I just saw. I mean, really, honestly, like, is that the least inspiring group ever to put together a union for anything?
Well, I don't know. Obviously, it's any union.
I mean, I know you're
Huffington Post.
Well, you're a left winger now. So being a left wing guy is that you're probably more of a union guy now. Are you turning into a left winger on us quietly?
I don't think so. No.
Are you experiencing? Maybe you're becoming a lib.
I think there are libertarian reasons to protest police violence.
If you in fact protest them, I would agree with you. I am anti-police violence, but I'm also I'm a fan of the cops. Unlike you, you're at these marches. I'm a fan of the blue, the boys in blue. What are you doing to the cops?
Nothing. It was a very peaceful march.
All right, hello, caller.
Hey, Kirk, 2 movie questions, if I could.
You can.
Have you seen the Blair Witch Project?
You know what's amazing about this for me now? I'm a guy who literally, I can't go on a swing without getting dizzy and sick. I sat in the movie theater and saw the Blair Witch Project with no problem.
Interesting.
I hated it, but
Yeah, I hated it too. But I rewatched it recently, and I was wondering, because it is technically a scary movie, but it bills itself as being real found footage.
Yeah, that was the big thing.
If Dale Arnold watched it, do you think he'd be scared or not?
I think it'd be a real conflict, a real crisis for him. I don't know.
They scare me.
Be tough.
It would be tough, yeah.
Also, I just wanted to ask, since it's October, my favorite movie of all time is Donnie Darko. What is your opinion on it?
It's okay. It's your favorite movie of all. Yeah, that is such a cult following.
Yeah.
I love it. I just love film theory, so I like that there's a lot of different interpretations, and everyone thinks it happened differently.
I think that's why it's got the cult following, is because you can watch it 2 or 3 times and kind of think like, oh, what does this mean? What does that mean?
Well,
it was
Swayze's
very carefully
right?
done movie. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's good. Isn't he? Swayze's in, right?
I thought you would like it because there's a lot of 80s influence.
Yeah, for sure.
Soundtrack and all that.
Yeah, I'll watch it again. I haven't seen it I saw it in a theater, so that's how long ago it was.
I love it.
All right, I'll watch it again. Thanks, man. I'll give it a shot. Why not? I also have to do my time. Are they still loaded up?
They are.
All right. Hello.
Hey, what's going on, Kirk?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Trump is not being aggressive. Trump is simply realizing there's a sense of urgency right now.
Yeah, I would say. Evidently.
There was a fucking sense of urgency 4 months ago, 5 months ago, 6 months ago, a year ago.
Correct, but I think at this point, all of the chess pieces are lined up, and if he were to get reelected, I think things start.
Well, what the fuck has he been doing? Not lining up the chess pieces.
This president for 4 years.
All of the declassification should have occurred a year ago. Like this, we're talking about a scandal against him that is now 4 years old.
I meare the court system is not exactly the most efficient process, so wouldn't you agree?
Do you think
these things happen overnight?
Are you a Trump fan?
Yeah, I'm a Trump fan. This is Elvin. I'm a Trump fan, yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Elvin.
Oh.
What's going on?
Okay. Yeah. Typical fucking Trump fan, the guy who's going to leave our show and start his own RSS feed. Which I need in my life.
Hey.
Here's the thing.
Okay, there's a big conspiratorial guy just going to happily go on RSS and Apple. They're going to fuck with your sound. Do you trust these people? You're out of your mind. I
don't trust anyone.
I've given you complete freedom, and you stab me in the back.
No, I'm glad you brought that up because
I'm kidding. I'm Elvin. I don't care. I'm kidding. I don't care.
No, their entire problem is the one piece of sound that I clipped. Remember?
Oh,
the very beginning. Yes.
Oh, that's
they've been under the thumb.
You still have a hard on about that?
They've been under the thumb of Steve Robinson's censorship.
The thing is, like, there's so much happening, as you guys know. You guys are talking about it every day. We want to drop episodes frequently, and it doesn't feel right to flood Justin or the YouTube channel.
Well, now we have Justin's lineup of shitty shows that he just promoted last night. Then I think no, that's fine. Obviously, you guys, I hope you guys have great success. We'll support you.
They actually they've done pretty well on the YouTube channel.
Yeah, you're always welcome to. Hopefully you'll still do stuff with us.
Absolutely, yeah, yeah. We want to stick with you guys, and just any additional stuff we'll do on our own. But yeah, we're definitely committed to dropping on KMS.
All right, Evan, we'll talk to you, buddy. No, we don't.
Right.
I'm going to get too. I don't know the Trump can say, it's whatever. I don't. It's fine. Back-to-back tweets are Trump's all capital letters and Brandy Love with some dick in her mouth. I'm like, back-to-back tweets. A lot going on for me on Twitter right now.
She's an exciting follower.
She certainly is. We haven't heard from her?
No, she didn't text me back.
Not good, Steve. What'd you do to her?
She did reach out in August.
I know that.
With well wishes.
Yeah, no, she's great. Are they loaded up?
They are loaded up.
Hello.
Yes, Kirk, I have a pitch for you for a live show.
Okay.
The beautiful Seabright, New Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
Live show on the beach, population of 1,400.
Steve's saying no already, by the way.
No, New Jersey.
A lot of Bruce in Seabright, though. A lot of Bruce there.
Well, yeah, we're 10 minutes from Asbury Park.
Mm-hmm.
I wrote something down. Let me at least go through the list.
Yeah, go ahead. Well, please.
That's the home of Bruce and Danny DeVito.
Oh, well, all right.
The biggest is the freak show factor, right? We don't have any Amish, but we are the last town next to North America's biggest nude beach.
Okay. I definitely want to see these Minifans naked, for sure.
What do you think about that?
I was hoping to see...
It'd be like that scene from Eurotrip.
Yes, I was really hoping to see TJ Hubbard and Justin naked next to each other watching a show.
Yeah, I mean, that's good. And so I guess my pitch didn't go. I have a couple questions, and, kind of a bone to pick with Steve.
Okay.
How can you be in the politics and everything, which is great, and then not vote? I don't care if your vote doesn't matter because you live in a blue state, but...
See, Steve can answer this. I've never understood... Well, if you don't want to vote, you don't vote. But you can still believe... You still have political thoughts. Like, what...
Just a waste of my time.
What does it matter if you vote in Massachusetts anyway? It doesn't fucking matter. You know that. It doesn't matter.
But be a part of the process. How can you...
For, like, warm feelings?
Well, but there are certain... there are other issues you can vote for.
There are the right to repair in Massachusetts.
You don't care about that? Jeez. Well, Steve's a BLM guy now. Are you officially voting for Biden?
Yes, I'm going to take it the Democrat ballot, and I'm going to vote for Biden. Biden and Ed Markey.
You guys are trending that way. How come you guys haven't touched on the truth about Breonna Taylor that came out the last couple of days?
What's that?
That it wasn't a no-knock raid.
No, not only that, she's the one who shot the police.
Well, I've read that. We don't know. I mean, again, thanks for the call. I think you're now at the point. It's like everything else. How do I know that's true?
I did not hear that.
If we found out that was 100% true, I think we would talk about that.
Yeah, I've been following it pretty closely, and this is the first I've heard of it.
I'm sure. I know I saw something, but it's like everything else on Twitter. Especially that case. Who the hell knows?
Well, I know that it does change it if it wasn't a no-knock raid and they announced themselves, but there were conflicting reports. It's so muddled. Like everything in the Trump age is so muddled, you don't know what the truth is.
Correct. They're loaded up still?
They are.
All right, go ahead. We'll take one.
It's great being accused simultaneously of being right-wing idiots and left-wing idiots.
That's my life.
Hey, Kirk.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, I was just listening to KFC interview Al Dukes on his podcast Mail Time. The Craig Carton documentary is coming out tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Is that something you're interested in watching?
You know what I think though? I'm going to try and watch it, but I think it's just going to annoy me. It's going to annoy me. They're going to treat him like he's a genius and he's going to be back at Entercom. It's just going to piss me off, I think.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He brought you up during the interview.
Who did?
KFC.
What did he say?
He just asked Al Dukes if he knew about you, what he thought about you. He said he'd never work with you, so
He'd never work
check
with
that
me.
one off.
What did he say about me?
It's about an hour and 10 minutes into the podcast. He said, you're a star, but everybody that works with you ends up blowing themselves up.
Ends up blowing themselves up?
I think that's a direct quote.
Oh, okay. I don't know what that means, but this guy's a radio producer, right?
Yep.
Oh, shut his fucking mouth. I mean, sorry, Steve, but listen to Al Dukes. Oh, okay, but are you going to watch it tonight? I guess I'll give it a shot. I don't know. I mean, I'm going to watch the debate tonight, but I'll catch up at some point.
Okay.
All right, thanks. Okay, there you go. All right, take a few more calls, Steve.
Hey, Kirk.
What's up?
So, I'm reading Bob Woodward's book right now.
Are you really?
And, yeah,
it seems so dry.
A little late,
but
too.
even I find it a little boring.
It seems so dry. I thumbed through it. It just looks so boring.
Ironically, the most boring thing about it is the coronavirus stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I thought that would be something I'd find most interesting.
Well, it's just been overreported.
No, actually, they spend most of the book talking about North Korea and
I saw that. Look at
people on his cabinet.
Yeah.
But one part where he's talking about how the liberals, and I consider one of them, we focus so much on the stuff he tweets and like kind of the outrageous stuff he says that you forget about like the other stuff he's doing, where he's kind of a genius with the judges and he's stacking it up. I don't like the guy, but I think he's pretty smart.
Well, that's Mitch McConnell.
They kind of talked about how they worked very well together on this. And the last few days, Steve has never been more like Steve. Like, he's saying outrageous.
I agree. He's becoming a totally whacked out right wing hardcore.
You just accused me of being a Black Lives Matter person.
You are been more conservative than ever now, Steve. I've changed my mind.
All right.
You may actually be. You may.
Well, no.
Oh, go ahead.
It's not even the political stuff. Like, we had a Top Gun situation where he's talking about how much he loves Friends with Courtney Love, and
you love Friends.
Where I'm thinking about.
I didn't love Friends. It was on a lot in our household.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. Go on.
Yeah. And so we're thinking about like how Trump tweets all these crazy things, but then behind the scenes he's actually getting a lot of stuff done. So is Steve nuts or is Steve a genius?
Yes. Yep. Yes to all.
Is it a little bit of both?
Yeah. Well, I mean, very little about the genius part, but yeah, I would say he's nuts. Yeah.
Keep an eye out on him.
That's a good idea. I'll do that.
He could be having his own show, like top of the Barstool.
Yeah, Steve's gonna bail on me at some point. I have no doubt.
Top of the Barstool page. That's right where I'll be. Dave Portnoy and I have been in conversations.
Everyone at Barstool knows. I mean, now the mic's gone, I think Steve is the least liked person maybe at Barstool.
I would say yeah.
Yeah. Oh, right? Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. That's good though. It's something to strive for in a way. They're still loaded up?
They're still loaded up. 860.
860. The great state of Connecticut. Hello.
Hey, Kirk, what's up? It's Eddie Van Halen, man.
Oh, jeez, Eddie. How you doing, buddy? Where are you're settled in your new home?
Listen, it's fucking great up here. I had one thing I had to let you guys know. I just talked to Jesus. Just want to let you guys know that he gave us the warning. Matt Carano's a fucking dead man.
Okay, thank you, Eddie. So God is wishing death on Matt Carano?
I don't get it.
It's ridiculous.
I don't understand that.
It's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. All right, hello.
Hey, it's Jeremiah in Florida. I'm actually parked outside of the Target that you had to run into.
Wow! Wow! So you're at the Fort Myers Target right now at that mall.
Gulf Coast Town Center, yeah.
Huh. Is that massive golf place still open or no?
Golf Galaxy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay. How about, there's that Mexican restaurant I liked. Jerry and I went there a few times. Curtis and I went there.
Moe's?
Yep. Still, not Moe's. No. It was like not even a chain. It was a local place, as Harry would say.
I think a lot of I think that one might have changed.
Yeah, I could see. Oh, here's a question. Is Carrabba's still open?
It's still there. I think that, because I see the signs for takeout when I go to my gym.
That is a historic. Oh, the mall by the gym by the hotel there. The
LA Fitness. Yeah.
That mall. See, that outdoor mall was the home of Carrabba's, where many things happen. The Target where I cleaned up after I shit myself, and the place. What was the name of the place where? What's that department store there?
Beck's.
Yeah, wherever it is, where Jerry.
Penny.
No, wherever it is, the one where Jerry yelled about how they always screw you with the underwear.
I like the Proud Boys.
Well, and across the street is where he's washing his underwear in the pool. So,
yes, a lot went on in that little. Yes, a lot went on there. Yeah.
All right, I got a few questions. Mm-hmm. Music and movie related.
Sure.
How do you like Man in the Long Black Coat from Dylan?
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, it's okay.
I Contain Multitudes on the new album.
You sound like a Florida. You sound like a Florida Jon Stewart almost.
A little bit, yeah. Speaking of which, still haven't heard from him.
Still loaded up?
Yes, they are. All right. All people who called yesterday.
Really?
Regulars, yeah.
For Christ's sakes. Sometimes you let some new blood in, you know? We need to, one of these days, maybe this week, Steve, we'll do all new callers? They'll just be the same people just changing their numbers, right? Or whatever.
No, we could snooze a few.
All right, we'll snooze a few. Hello, what's up?
Kirk Menahan, Joe Castiglione with the Boston Red Sox.
Uh-huh.
Kirk, tough season for the Boston Nine, but we're already getting ready for the 2021 season. Efforts are already underway to inject
We're injecting something, all right.
That's not nice, Steve. That puts a little work in, and you just, I don't know. But you've been at the same time almost nice to these people lately, so I don't know. Hello.
Hey, Kirk. Brian in Buffalo.
Get woke, go broke, Steve, with these NBA ratings. You know what I'm saying? Get woke, go broke.
Big Cat disagrees.
We'll talk to him about that tomorrow, right?
We won't.
What's up, Brian?
Hey, I was wondering if you talked yet about Dave's online negotiation with Sirius.
We talked about it. Yeah, you'll hear it later.
Okay. The only other thing I had to ask about, are you still listening for drive-ins?
All right, we'll talk to
Looking for drive-ins?
Yeah, we'll talk to him.
You know, the thing we didn't talk about Portnoy's tweets is him negotiating with the president of the United States.
That's true.
Those tweets.
That was private plane.
He gets that one interview, and then he's like...
I think Dave's going to vote for him, though.
Oh, yeah, come on. He voted for him the first time around, if he votes.
No, well, that's true, too. Yeah, he probably won't.
You can probably pull and check and see if he's registered to vote. Probably not.
Probably not. One or two more, Steve. We'll get out of here. Hello.
Hey, Kirk, I need some advice on what to do with my life this summer.
Okay. Is this the guy from yesterday?
Summer's like over. What are you talking about?
Advice guy?
Different guy. Nope. Summer coming up.
Okay.
So I'm a sophomore in college in a golf management program. So we have to do internships at a course every year. And I want to go back up to Mass. And I was just wondering if you had any suggestions what courses to apply to.
How would I know? Who am I?
I don't know what courses do you like?
What am I, Raymond Floyd? How the hell do I know what course for you to apply to? Am I Pete Dye?
Well, what's a good course that I should work at?
How the hell do I know it's a good course to work at? I don't know. I'd be my interviewing man, golf club superintendents and club pros. Do some fucking research.
What course do you go to?
How old are you? I'm not telling you where I go. How old are you?
I'm 19.
Get some shit together, make some phone calls, and find out on your own. This fucking generation. Jeez, you could be my son for Christ's sakes. Get your shit together and call me back and let me know when you get the job. Understood?
Understood.
All
yeah,
right.
I'll let you.
Yeah, goodbye. The hell do I know?
It's a sad portrait of this generation. I mean, did he Google it, or is it Kirkle? Is that your new search engine?
Yeah, let's just say I like a golf course. I don't know if it's a good place to work or not.
The manager could be a total asshole.
Could be the glove pro there could be a prick.
Could be Harvey Weinstein.
Could be exactly right. The hell do I know? I still play there. The course is good. The fuck do I care? I'm just saying. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I have two quick things for you, Kirk. A hypothetical question for you. So I grew up in the Jackass era. So
yeah.
My friends and I would film stupid shit before digital cameras. So we'd use tapes. And, well, short story short, my father gave me a tape he thought was blank, but was actually a tape of him nailing my stepmom.
Fuck it. Ooh, that's not incest.
So my question is, how long do you watch it?
How hot's your mom? Stepmom?
She wasn't bad looking. I mean, she was, by then she was in her late 40s. She wasn't bad looking, but she's no Mama Geary.
Let me ask you this, Steve. So you're under the, if you stepmother fucking stepson in your mind is incest.
Stepmother fucking stepson
is incest. You said that. You said it last week.
Yeah. I think it is incest. Yeah.
Okay, so if he watches the video of his stepmom, was she like making a lot of noises? Was she kind of into it? Was she doing a good job?
It was impressive. There was oral sex. There was my father pile driving her in a frog type position. There was a lot going on.
Did you masturbate to it?
Oh no, I was watching it with two of my friends.
Is that incest, Steve?
For him to watch it?
No, to masturbate to a video of his dad plowing his stepmom.
Well, it depends on what the film angle was like.
Well, if his dad's in it, isn't that
like
incest?
if it shows your dad's face, then it's definitely incest.
What was your dad doing during it? Was he?
Oh yeah, it was a tripod.
Was your was your dad super into it? Was he loud or what?
Oh yeah, my dad was a freak.
So has he realized at any point that he sent the wrong tape? Like, is he getting ready to get hot and heavy one night and he sees you throwing shoes at your friend or doing BMX?
There's shit like falling off the fucking stairs.
That's the mystery we always wondered. He's dead now, so I can never ask him.
How about your stepmom? Is she still alive or no?
He figured it out.
Your stepmom still around?
Yeah, she's still alive.
How old is she?
She's got to be in her mid-60s now, I think.
Why don't you give her a throw?
Yeah. You think she's taken for it?
Yeah, I think she wants it. She's looking for her stepson to come by and fix the bulb at the house, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I studied the game tape, so I might as well jump in there.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, maybe something happened at the house and she needs some help in the kitchen or something. We've done this a million times,
Yeah, and now do I need to film it still? Or?
Yes, you have to. And unfortunately, you have to send it to your son. It's just how it's going to work going forward. Yeah.
Well, I only have daughters. But,
listen. Too bad. They have to learn too.
Fair is fair, right?
All right. Yes. Thank you. Thank you very much for the call.
So I have to share
a good call.
I have to share a story with you that informs my thinking in the step brother, step sister, stepmother.
You have those. So you have an interesting perspective, right?
No, this is about a friend I had in high school. And I know people are going to call bullshit on this, but this is 100% true.
Okay.
I had a friend in high school, very close friend, like from kindergarten all the way up to high school.
What's his first name?
Joey.
Okay.
That's all I can give.
Okay.
But so Joey's parents got divorced.
It's enough for you people to find out. Go ahead.
Joey's parents got divorced when we were in like 8th grade, and his dad remarried.
Okay.
And he moved in with his dad, and his dad's new wife had a daughter. And Joey and that daughter are married now.
Wait a minute. What?
Yes.
How old were they when they met? 8th grade?
I think high school. But the problem is we teased Joe so much about this that he's no longer friends with any of us.
Oh, that ended. He was. Oh, well, I mean, I could see.
He didn't like us calling him sister fucker.
That's what you called him? You guys are witty.
What would you call him?
I don't know. That's true. Was she attractive?
Not conventionally, no.
Okay. I mean, is it?
But they were living in the same house.
Were they dating beforehand?
No.
That is a rough one. I don't know what to say about that. I don't think it's incest.
You don't?
I do not. No, they're not blood. There's no blood relation.
Okay. All right.
I mean, again,
it's incest adjacent, I think is what I say.
I suppose, but again, like whether it's foster or if they're young and you raise, or if they lived together since they were 2 or something, that's different. They met at the peak of their horniness in puberty.
Yeah, high school. I think she was a little older than him, but yeah, happily married.
Well, you don't know.
Well, I mean, as far I get reports.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you still have people who are friends with them.
Yeah.
So you weren't at the wedding.
No, not. I don't. I think maybe one of my core friend group might have been invited to the wedding, but no.
So you think it's an incest adjacent marriage?
Yeah. I mean, there's really no way to get away from it.
That'd be a strange thing for the parents. I would think.
It'd have to be weird.
So
although maybe, the apples don't fall far from the trees. And if there's chemistry between dad and mom, there's going to be chemistry between son and daughter.
So when they have a kid, that's the father's daughter and niece. Because his wife is a sister.
No,
it's
his
wife is a sister.
It's both step granddaughter and granddaughter.
No, I'm saying for the married, for the couple, Joey and the wife. That kid.
So it would be step niece,
right,
and daughter. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's strange.
So when everything gets kind of weird like that, you can acknowledge that it might not be incest by the biological definition, but it's something.
I could see.
We need to have a new category.
I could see
for
teenagers blossoming puberty. You're in there together. You're attracted to each other. A couple of fucks, but getting married is strange. Yeah. I'll give you that. It's strange.
But on the other hand, love is love.
Oh, really? So what if she was 12?
Well,
I mean, I
was using the gay marriage slogan.
Oh,
love is love.
Well,
who are you to judge?
You have to mock them. Okay. Well, we take one or two more. They load up still?
Yes, they are.
Right. One or two more. We'll get out of here. Hello.
Hang up.
All right. One. Let's get. It might have been a good way to end it, but hey, what can you do? We're always pushing it.
Hey, Kirk. What's with the guy from Europe yesterday? Remember the guy you talked to from Europe?
The Dane.
The guy from Europe?
Denmark. Who? Yeah, the guy from Denmark or Sweden or something.
Oh, yes.
Well, why does he not want you to promote the show in California? That pissed me off.
Oh, God. All right, California guy. That's a good way to end it. And Bespoke Post, of course, a great way to end the show. Our great friends at Bespoke Post, boxofawesome.com, Steve. Boxofawesome.com. You get 20% off. You get barware, cooking tools, outdoor gear, style, grooming goods. They have collections for every part of your life. Go to boxofawesome.com. Take the quiz. I did it. I got my great notebook, a nice bag, my knife, all these great things. $45, over $70 worth of gear. You can pause it anytime you want. Or you can go to boxofawesome.com and get your first monthly box when you sign up at boxofawesome.com. Enter the code KIRK, 20% off your first box at boxofawesome.com from our great friends at Bespoke Post. We love Box of Awesome. We love Hydrant. And, of course, our great friends at Milton's. Anything else, Steve, before we wrap it up?
Well, you must be happy that Halloween is going to be legal in Massachusetts, thanks to Governor Baker.
Well, for now.
Yeah.
For now. It's what? It's October 7th.
Are you going to take Harry out?
I mean, yeah, I'm not afraid. I mean, yeah, what am I going to do? Keep him in this house? Yeah, we'll see. 24 days away, remember. Numbers are ticking up a little bit.
That's true.
They're looking for a reason to stop this. I mean, I'm not one of these people who are going to freak out if they cancel Halloween. I don't really care. Do you?
No, not at all. I've always lived in places where all that happens is I put a bowl of candy out and some teenager comes and takes the whole thing. So
that's about it. Yeah. So we're back tomorrow with Big Cat. And we'll keep an eye on some other stuff. Thanks to Steven Hyden for joining us. And am I forgetting somebody or no? That was it, right?
Yep.
Guests the last 2 days and one tomorrow. What the hell's going on here?
Trying to make up for the chasm left in the show.
It's true.
Blind Michael Geary.
I saw somebody tweet me yesterday. Mike was excellent in the interview with that guy yesterday. And he was good today. Consistently solid.
I was doing my best to imitate Mike at parts of that interview.
It was a nice tribute. It was. All right, we'll talk to you tomorrow.
This was pretty reprehensible. I don't know how it can be anybody's idea of humor.
Let's go how I'm feeling about them this morning. Let's go. What your boys got together out in California. The guitarist of the band, Eddie Van Halen, was the leader of the group. This little Ain't Talking About Love. This is back in the old days where a fucking rock and roll group could sing to some fucking teenage girl fan and tell her to fucking get screwing, right, Mike?
Those are the days, huh, boss?
Yes. Yes. And my favorite guitar